Hi, everybody, and welcome back to EUphoria, the summer of sci-fi. I don't know what these other guys are doing, but I'm glad they're here to do it as they signal from Star Taker, our group of scoundrels. Retrieving relics that have been stolen across space. Let's introduce these dancing, voguing scoundrels, starting off with Taylor.
Hi everyone, my name is Taylor Navarro. She, her pronouns.
Yes,
Tonight I'm
lean
playing
into it.
Amanda. Yeah, I'm leading into it. Tonight I'm playing Amanda Pelosa, who also uses she, her pronouns.
Next up, voguing to the left, voguing to the right, we have Ruben.
Hi everyone, I'm Ruben. They, he pronouns. I am doing these movements. I am a light-skinned person. I'm playing HCE. I'm so ready for this, I think, final session. I'm very emotional already.
Did everyone bring tissues?
Yeah.
We're talking to
Did
you.
anyone bring band-aids? Anyway, that's fine.
Hello?
All right, ready for violence. Ready for violence in a red shirt. We have Khalil.
Hey, my name's Khalil Thirlaway. He, him, and as Chirag said, wearing a red t-shirt, mixed Arab, white person, man with short stubble on my head and on my face. Although I'm sure you know what I look like after 3 episodes of this. I'm going to be playing Bucky, the chitinate insect guy.
And if you haven't joined our cult yet, it's not too late. It's Rachel.
Hello, I'm Rachel, she, they pronouns, dark-skinned black woman with dreadlocks, and I'm ready to maybe mind control, maybe just have charisma. It's all to play for tonight.
I mean, where's the line between those two?
Is it charisma?
It's a good point.
Is it tentacles? Is it both? It's who
It
knows?
might be Maybelline.
Yeah.
You can't spell resurrecting the Dark Elder Gods without Viz. Hi,
Hang on, I need a full half hour to unpack that.
Well, you don't have it. Right,
why I joined this death cult.
Exactly. I'm Chirag Asnani, not officially part of any death cult because they won't respond to my letters. I'm a British Indian man with a black shirt, black hair, and I somehow survived these guys for three to four episodes. And you know what? I'm going to be sad when they're all gone. Either victorious or crashing into the sun. Those are the two extremes. We'll end up somewhere in the middle, I'm sure. If you guys have joined in, you kind of have an idea of my pronouns are he, him. If you guys have joined in, you have an idea of the kind of stuff to expect. Fantastical sci-fi, colonialism, over the top violence, but not gory. And because this is the final episode, chance of planets being completely destroyed, and potentially player characters dying, because I've been told by EUphoria I'm not allowed to actually kill the players. It's in the contracts. Don't take the shot. Don't take the shots.
So then what's this little red dot on here?
You say that, but there's someone off screen here with a gun pointed at me.
Why does my dog have
that's your own issues. That's because of the stuff you've been up to.
I thought she was flirting with me.
Is that a gun or just happy to see me?
Did you think that, or did you wish that? A little bit low.
Yes. We're all very excited for this summer of sci-fi. I hope you've been enjoying watching EUphoria. Before we're going to actually get into the game, find all these lovely peoples, get some water, prepare yourself as we are going into the stinger for the last episode of Star Taker. Everyone vogue. Yeah, there we go. And we're back with the last episode of Star Taker. Last time, our brave scoundrels went to the well-known center of all information, the artificial planet AO3, as they went there to discover one of the last items they're looking for, the union carving of the first Kittenite human marriage ceremony. They have managed to retrieve it, but not before destroying several server farms, briefly shutting down the planet, and then escaping. With Su Young, a young moderator, who also helped arrange a meeting between HCE and his father, Mr. Fanti, who is a high-ranking faculty official who they've met before on the next planet that they're heading off to, Libertaria. Thankfully, Bucky was able to acquire a lot of information about Libertaria, which is now being shared to the as the information document is being read during breakfast, as breakfast is being set up. HC, describe what may be your last breakfast together.
So, what the crew arrives on, and I think this is sort of like whatever the crack of dawn is on the spaceship. It is already laid out on the space, on sort of like the central mess hall area. There's banana bread, there's banana sandwiches, omelets, banana casseroles, everything just sort of like banana related ingredients and foods as far as the eye can see, as far as this mess hall goes. And they're sort of like, oh, sorry, Taylor, hi.
I just had a question. Are there ice cream sundaes and banana
Yes.
splits? Okay, as long as that's an option, that's all. I just needed to check.
No, absolutely. If anything, any food that comes in your mind, and then add banana to it, there's that. Even disgusting things, there's that.
Wait, hang on. Do plantains count? Are there tostones on the table? I have to know.
Yes.
Yes.
Of course. This is a good household. We have plantain.
Okay. Thank you. I'm gonna cry in the corner.
But as you see this like mess hall laid out, you don't see HCE anywhere. You just see sort of like 4 prepared, like think of like banana omelets with just the text, just your star, and then your is underlined, just with a sauce.
Sweet. Is it in the same font as their jacket?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's also like a couple of banana omelets in the trash from failed attempts because they had to get it right.
Just your stir.
Or
Yeah.
nut your stir. No.
It's true because last time, as we were cutting through, HC was basically knocked unconscious getting onto the ship. HC is probably pretty banged up at this point. So as people are going to go to breakfast, how is HC dealing with the intense amount of stress? Speaking of which, how much stress / trauma / harm has HC got right now?
It's a very good question because HCE is currently going through a traumatic break while also having to deal with a broken arm they incurred from last session. And I think there's a scene, and I don't think anyone in the crew will ever see this unless they sort of, for some reason, go to like security footage of their room, which is with a broken arm, being unable to sort of like get the last strap on their racetrack suit, the race suit right.
Mhm.
And in sheer frustration, they throw their helmet off and it's just empty there. And just sort of like the form just sort of like balls up, curls up, and is done. Is very much done.
Oh, yeah. HC's having a tough time. But he's not the only one who had a tough time last session who got a lot of stress. Bucky, what's your current stress, trauma, and harm level?
So physically, all good. Mentally,
Oh no.
I think it would be best described as haunted. Not just by the shadowy smoke monster that we met in space last episode, but haunted by how close he is to like achieving, his goal and the goal of reuniting his community, whilst also have so far and having come face to face with an executive from the fruit company who was directly responsible for this kind of ecocide, and he's feeling the weight of all of the expectation that most of his species don't know he's doing this, so the expectation is constructed within him. And he's got that one dose of quine, of that drug that links the minds of chitinates. And he's staring at it, but he doesn't want to take it because then it'll open his mind to like the expectation that he's scared of. And so he's just kind of cradling it and kind of clicking mandibles and antennae going, and just kind of he'll get partway through opening it and then he'll close it again, put it away, and then take it out. And yeah, it's a weird mix of being so close but having come so far, but still having such a real risk of failure, and that self-imposed expectation and pressure.
Yeah. Have you chosen to go look at the Union carving since you guys have managed to acquire it, or have you mostly kept to yourself, Bucky?
I think Bucky is doing this next to where the Union carving is stored, but hasn't touched it.
Yeah.
It's just it's part of everything that's going around his head, and he probably goes like and kind of looks at it for a bit and then leaves the room because it's too much, and then comes back and then leaves and comes back, really torn in lots of different directions.
Yeah, you can almost feel like this isn't the hive mind. It's not got those bacteria, but you feel like the traces of it. Like if I just took a bit of coin, it would be like I'm back there. But you like, maybe this isn't time. Maybe you're saving it for the tree, or maybe you're saving it for when to do it with Mandy. Who's to say? Only Bucky knows at this point. Do you eventually join the breakfast table?
Yes, I join it a little bit late, and I eat fast, and it's hard not to make eye contact when you've got compound eyes, but I'm not making a lot of conversation.
Sure. We go over now to someone who's also been going through, a rough time. Last time, Siri has had a near gargoyle infection, a brief shadow possession at one point, and has just been having a time. Siri, how much stress / harm are you dealing with right now? And how are you doing?
So Siri's pretty stressed. Yeah, like you mentioned, she's got one tentacle that is like concrete because of a brush with a gargoyle thing, and another tentacle that has a faint smoke coming off it because of a brush with a smoke thing. So she's really going through it. She's pretty stressed. She's got a cult follower now. She just no idea how to deal with that. She pretty much has just been ignoring him so far. And yeah, she's got a level 2 harm. So like in terms of the mechanics of the game, I'm rolling with one less dice on every roll. So yeah, she's hurting right now. Her body's all kinds of messed up. She's just happy that within her massive tentacles, she's still got that artifact, she's still got that flute, and she's still able to attune and tune into the way. Although since she's had these kind of brushes with these creatures, there's a new dimension that's been added to it. There's something unsettling when she connects to the way now.
Yeah, that's fair. Do you join breakfast to enjoy some of these plantains and other excellent breakfast foods?
Yeah, I am going to join breakfast. So I want to look at just a normal banana, and I want to touch it with my concrete tentacle. Does anything happen?
You go over and you touch it with the concrete tentacle, and the outer skin of the banana goes concrete, as does the bowl it's touching it, which was plastic beforehand, is also turning concrete.
I take my tentacle away very quickly.
Yeah, so the bowl is half plastic, half concrete. This is kind of like stopped at that point.
Oh,
Are you still
shit.
holding the banana? Like, did you take the banana with you, or did you leave it in the bowl?
I left it in the bowl.
You watch
Food
it, and it
waste.
kind of like slushes. Yeah, it's fine. Flowey looks very concerned about it. Like, picks up the concrete banana, chisels at it, and the banana's soft on the inside, so he just goes to town on it.
Flowey,
Noted.
what the
Noted.
fuck?
Flowey, your faith is inspiring, but maybe don't eat stuff that I've corrupted with my body. Yeah, you're not good at this whole follower thing, are you? Okay, can you I don't know. Are you trying to eat it? Can you like remove it from your mouth hole, please?
As we've established, Flowey speaks the equivalent of Groot, which means the players understand what he says, and I have to yes and whatever they say in regards to what Flowey says.
Your body plan is confusing enough. Just please don't do things like that make me feel weird on the inside. And her tentacles kind of quiver as she says that.
We go over to see Mandy. Mandy, you have successfully
Hello.
retrieved the union carving, and you had another exciting, death-defying speed race piloting race out of there. How is Mandy feeling?
Mandy is 3 for 3 on speedy getaways, and she is feeling empowered, bold. Some might even say a little bit reckless, so she's got 1 trauma level. But stress-wise, she's only got like 1 stress, and she's got no harm, so she's actually feeling quite good and quite confident. And she is very much like kind of locked in because we have reached like the last step. And she wants to get the tree specifically for Bucky. Like she's very like locked in on that.
Yes. The last tree, of course, being the last known Tona tree, which was stolen by the Abachi Corp a long time ago, which is important to the Kaitanite people, as you, the audience, will discover. But, Mandy, have you engaged with the Union carving since then, besides acquiring it? Or you just left it in the cargo hold or something?
Absolutely not. Like she can see that kind of Bucky is going through a time because she watches Bucky very closely as a role model for Knight culture. And she sees that Bucky is visiting it a lot, and not knowing what's going on with him, she's kind of giving him his space and putting herself in like the mental headspace where because we've had it a couple of times where he kind of just gets really intense on like when something comes up, and she just wants to be ready so that way she can step in and step up if she needs to in order to get him what he wants.
That's fair. You're joining breakfast as well?
Oh, I was probably like the first one there. Most of the plantain related dishes are gone.
Yes.
Everyone else gets bananas. Like she's onto like her banana split with like the ice cream and the cherry on top when everyone else is filing it.
JJ's over there like getting more cherries to like put it on top of the sundaes as they vanish.
Yep.
It's
Yep.
yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. Eventually, HC arrives. Flowey is already there, and we have Su Young, who is there with the basically the tablet with all the information from Libertaria. Like, all right, I've compiled this all into like the most important points. I imagine you don't need to know the Libertaria top 40 for the last 16 years, so I moved that to the side, kept it in a separate document, of course. But yes, is everyone ready for the? Sorry, hold on. My sinuses are back. Oh, sorry. I thought I cleared it up. I had a lot of medication. Sorry
We'll
about
have to
that.
stop by a pharmacy for you.
Thank you, Mandy.
It's okay.
So
A good nose is clogged. That's a numpin nose. That's what I say.
oh,
I think it's a number.
numpin. All right. Are you ready for the briefing?
Yeah.
Take it away.
All right. So, Libertaria, and imagine the voice stays that way as he is telling the entire thing. Actually, you know what? Play it to the side. Do I tell this with the nasally voice or without? Hands up for nasally.
Whatever makes you feel comfortable doing the most.
All right, we have
No,
three
we
I
hands.
want to
want
see you
nasally.
cover.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Raise my hand.
Libertaria. Once a vibrant red planet with a unique, if inhospitable for humans, atmosphere, the Apaches company began the process of terraforming it into a Gaia planet, bombarding the planet with nuclear radiation and changing the weather to create more favorable water. They stopped the process when they realized they could claim more tax credits by writing it off than completing the Gaia planet. Libertaria is now a volatile world with frequent weather storms and giant kaiju versions of the invasive species Apache residents brought in to liven up the place, including red-frilled toads and the Siamese Sphinx. Libertaria is also the name of the space station that floats above the planet, to give an address to anyone who wants to claim the tax-haven planet as a residence. Hey, my dad has a place there. The station resembles a gyroscope and has a large dome that rotates with a simulated atmosphere that changes based on the whims of the residents, going from sunny beaches to ski resorts and everywhere in between. At the far ends of the station are the two poles, essentially where overworked and underpaid engineers engineer to maintain the station, despite having limited ability to speak to the other poles for fear of unionizing. I tried to look that up, but that information's kind of like, wasn't in my education. What's unionizing?
It's when two people love each other very much.
HCE, no, that's not what unionizing. Not that kind of unionizing.
JJ's not looking very interested.
I checked out the artifact, so I thought, no, okay.
It's a little bit like a hive, but you're not related.
Oh, got it.
It's when you band together to get fairer working conditions.
You can do that.
It's a social manifestation of the way.
Oh, that's a good way to put it, Siri.
So people who unionize get psychic powers. I see.
Now you get it.
That makes sense. That makes much more sense than this section on workers' rights. That seems far less realistic than psychic powers. Now, where was I?
So, what do we know about where they're keeping the Tona tree?
The Tona tree is being held in the Apache Corps Visitor Center and Museum as something to be admired and viewed. To enable convenience, the museum is constantly shifting positions, like a Rubik's Cube, as well as floating around the station on a schedule, so the VVIP guests don't have to travel far to go to the museum. The museum is run by Renjeev Lordswell. He pointed himself. A Tuscaphant, like me. He's a known scientific patron and hater of animals. He also has the work. He's also. Oh, that's worrying. There's a recent report that this week is going to be the farewell tour of the Tona tree, as well as the museum as a whole, to be replaced by the Lordswell Menagerie and Performance Zoo. The Tona tree is going to be taken to, and the rest of the information fragmented.
I knew I should have ejected the drive before I took it out. To be fair, there were guards bearing down on us. So they're going to move the tree.
No, this is perfect. This is absolutely perfect.
Why? We don't know where they're taking it.
Doesn't matter. If we take it once they've started moving it, before they attach to their manta ray, then we can just take over their vehicle. Because honestly, how are we gonna move a tree? Like, let's be real. Like, we'd have to move an entire terrarium. But if they've loaded it onto their ship already, we don't have to take the terrarium. We could just take the ship that it's on.
Ah, piracy.
Piracy! Space piracy.
JJ looks up like
heritage.
JJ like you wouldn't JJ like you wouldn't pirate a cup of juice, would you?
You wouldn't pirate a cultural artifact.
Yes. Sorry, that was in my programming. I don't know why I said that.
We love your programming, JJ.
Just a sleeper agent activates now. Unionizing, and now this.
Yeah.
We're gonna need to. Yeah, there's a lot for you to learn, JJ. But we still love you.
Yeah, his eyes turn into like a pink heart, you know, like on the screensavers, just like ding ding, the 8-bit hearts.
So, if we can hit the transport while they're moving the tree, but before they can get into hyperspace,
Yes.
then we might have a chance. But we don't know when this is happening. We don't know where they're going to be going. We don't know how it's going to be guarded.
But you know what? We can look that up. I'm sure there's a way that I can hack into the system and get more information. And perhaps if there's like another way that we can get information, whether somebody has to like go to Libertaria and maybe I don't
Visit
know,
a hotel.
like visit a hotel, have a hookup with somebody who might know more things.
Siri says, I volunteer.
I'm sure there's some human intelligence we can gather.
Yeah, asking people.
Well, humanoid, of course.
Yeah, humanoid.
In the
And
broadest sense.
non-humanoid.
Yes. Para-humanoid-esque.
Thank you.
Look, if somebody wants to make out with a robot and find out some more information, that's also a viable option.
Siri, do you want to do that?
JJ just stands up.
I'll do
Siri, it's
whatever
silent.
it
AJ, you're
takes.
just a baby. Sit down.
You're not old enough.
In fact, JJ, you need a doctor's checkup. Come with me. And I'd like to start my first downtime action, please.
That's excellent. Speaking of doctor's checkup, HC, can you? We did not do upkeep on the ship. Because at no time did we say we need the ship to get fixed. So can you roll me 2d6, please? You want to roll low. This is for seeing if the ship doesn't suffer any damages for the lack of upkeep.
Okay. I'm getting out my special metal die for this.
Let's go.
So it's 1d, 1d6.
It's
2.
it's
Okay.
2d6.
Okay, then one other shitty one.
We want
Okay.
low.
Low.
Lowest is a 4.
No. What's the highest?
Oh, the highest is a 5.
Okay. All right. 4 and 5. You get a system. Yeah. So as you're like going in, suddenly, the navigation system that you have is like on the fritz. It is, messing up. It's failing. It's like something that you might be able to jury rig, a temporary solution for, but it is something that's going to be an issue as that system is like fluctuating and unreliable.
Yeah. I'm gonna already want to spend my downtime action on making sure the chip is fly ready.
How good are you at brig?
It's my main skill.
Yeah.
It's your main skill? It's my main skill too. Nice.
Nice. High five with the unbroken arm.
Nice.
Oh no.
That's the wrong one.
You already know before downtime that you're going to need to actually take this into like a space dock or somewhere to actually somewhere to like stop and actually like refit this thing, get out the new parts, so you don't need to keep making these rolls. So that's just something to like know about. You won't be able to just like fix the ship in your downtime. You need to actually like
Okay.
while you're preparing this heist and doing everything, also have the ship in a garage or something.
Okay. Then
You can do it on. You might be able to do it
Okay,
on
that's still
planet,
an
but you
option.
can't do it off planet. Essentially, you can't do
Gotcha.
it. You have to like land, and then you can spend time doing it. But you
Well,
can't.
sure.
This is yeah. And now, you guys are still wanted because you guys have done stuff.
No.
Currently,
We're
you're on one-
famous.
No, we're innocent. We haven't done anything. How dare?
just because you're innocent doesn't mean that the police aren't after you.
Can't
The
spell
space police
notorious
are
without
everywhere.
us.
That's hitting too close to home.
That's real shit.
Just because you didn't do the crime doesn't mean you're not going to do the time. That is the Space Patrol guarantee. Let's go.
Someone has to go to jail because we did turn a planet into a ski park.
You did. You did
Yeah.
do
All
that.
right.
And took
All
down
right,
a server
everyone.
farm.
ACAB, even in your sci-fi, all
Yeah.
cops
Mhm.
are bad.
Yes, ASCAP. All space cops are bad.
I don't care. Yeah.
No, Doug, ASCAB is something different.
So,
Not in the future.
your first downtime activity.
Just, can you roll us a D6 just to see how bad the wanted is? We are wanted level 3 currently. What are we
Who?
dealing with here?
It's nice to feel wanted.
Yeah.
Mm.
Right?
I love the one
Been a
team. We
while.
should go to their concert.
So the things they're saying about like on social media, like the good channels, they're all saying very, very flirtatious stuff about all of us,
Oh yeah.
and that's
Oops.
important.
It's what
Yeah.
we said.
What did you get on the D6 say?
So sorry, was I rolling?
No, Siri
Me?
was rolling. Rachel,
Oh, sorry. I was not rolling, but I'll roll now. A 6.
Oh no, that's bad.
Do I get a gambit at least?
Yes.
So,
Oh.
Finally a good roll. Wait, what?
I have to look this up.
I'm glad we're getting all our
Uh,
5s and 6s out now, so that when we
Yeah.
really
Wait,
need
no,
them.
we're setting ourselves. We're going into such a bad situation. The ship is busted,
So,
and we're at the highest wanted level.
So, anyone
Fun.
ever play GTA?
Yes.
You know what happens when you get 5 stars? It starts blinking and all that. Yeah. Well, you guys are extremely popular. They're like, warning, warning. These are like the picture of not only you guys, your ship, but also Hopebird. If you see any of these beings, be on the lookout. They are responsible for destroying planets, stealing information from farms, server farms, destroying server farms, kidnapping local personal property. See you taking away JJ. Kidnapping children. See you taking away Soo Young. Recruiting a cult member / book artist. You see Flowey's joining along.
Hey,
And
he
a series of
racism.
other cunts.
Is it kidnapping if I hooked up with his dad?
Wait, you did what's my dad?
It's just shared custody at that point.
I'm saying it's messy, but there's a lot of care.
Look,
For the
sometimes
kid.
you just need to spend the weekend with your third dad, and that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Especially when one of
Oh.
your dads lives on Libertaria.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we call him
Yeah.
Uncle.
We do call him Uncle.
Oh my god.
So it doesn't actually say what happens when you're wanted level 4. I'm assuming bad. Assume
Nothing.
it's
Nothing
gonna be
happens.
tough.
We're good. We're
Assume it's
okay.
going to be tough.
Mm.
Anyway, but yeah, that is all the stuff before your downtimes. So what is people doing for their downtime? You can of course also spend downtime to try and reduce the wanted level. You can spend it trying to deal with any harm you might have, as well as stress with doctor checks to try and fix that. You can do all manner of things. I think Taylor has an idea of what she wants to do.
Can I change the plates on the ship so that way our wanted level goes down?
Yes, yes, you may. That is probably rig, unless you want to talk about a different kind of tech check.
No, I wouldn't.
Yes, you may. You can absolutely do that.
Is this like Mandy going out on like a spacewalk on the outside of the hull with like a can of paint and just like
Mm.
and a
Oh
roller?
my god. Can
Can I
I?
help with all my tentacles?
Oh yeah, I
take one
want to
stress.
like
Is that allowed?
imply
You
right.
can't really help each other with downtime because everyone's got their own individual downtime stuff
It's
doing.
okay.
But you can also give me a rig roll.
Okay, right. Okay, so I'm gonna. I got 1 for the base, 2 for my rig. I'm gonna push myself immediately and take 2 stress.
Mhm.
Oh. Okay. That's 4 dice.
All
Okay.
right.
Is this risky? Cause I'm changing the plates while we're traveling at hyperspeed.
I mean, this is. This is. This is desperate, but regardless, I will give you a gambit if you pull this off.
We're living
Yes,
La
I
Vida
can change the
Loca.
rules. I can absolutely change the rules. It's fine.
Okay. Okay.
What you get?
1 6, 2 3s, and a 1.
Okay.
Thank goodness. That could have gone so wrong.
1-6, right?
1 6. And that's all we
Okay.
need, baby.
All right. You take the wheels off. You switch them out. You get new rims. You put it down. So the ship. So you guys are still recognizable. Hopebird is still kind of recognizable, but the ship might not immediately attract attention. You have gone down from 1 to level 4, back down to 1 to level 3. So that has helped.
Couple of questions.
Yes.
Was that desperate?
That
Was that
was.
desperate?
I think not supposed. That is desperate. Correct.
Okay,
So
I've
you get
marked my
XP.
XP. And
Well,
second, as a mechanic / hacker, can I have changed our can we just have changed our digital signature as well? As part of the changing the plates, I've changed the physical plates and the digital plates.
that's what I
Because
assume.
I think that would be super cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, that's my first downtime spent. You can go to somebody else and come back to me for my second when the time is right. Sharing
All
is
right.
caring.
Who wants to go next?
I have an extra downtime slot that I can
Yeah.
use for acquiring assets or gathering information or laying low. So for one of them, can I do a doctor check on Siri, please? So I would like to go up to Siri and say, I don't know a huge amount about Noxuran physiology, but as fellow psychically attuned beings, I think there is a certain understanding between us. What the fuck is that? And I'm going to point at your concrete tentacle and your smoky tentacle.
I think. Well, what I think it is the way he's been acting real funny recently, and I think some of it has wriggled into my tentacles. So I think that's the real issue here. So yeah, I don't know. A little. What would you recommend?
The way has been acting funny. Maybe that's why. Never mind. Yes. Well, I might have something that might help. Your body is essentially an extension of your mind, correct?
I think so.
I think I might have the right thing for you. This is called Reset. And I'm gonna pull out a little baggie of turquoise and red little capsules. And I'm gonna kind of fish one out and said, "This will induce a very short catatonia, but then you will wake up reset as if you've had a full sleep, and your mind will have time to express in your body, hopefully, something that might help to at least contain these influences on you. I'd stop them spreading. I don't know if it'll get you right back to normal, but they work for a hangover as well. So.
Well, that sounds perfect. Thank you so much, Bucky. And this is the first time that you'll see Siri actually eat something. So what happens is that a short tentacle comes from within the mass, and the tip of it opens up, and she puts the pill inside, and it swallows.
It was the
What?
pill.
What? That's incredible.
Oh,
Yeah.
amazing.
Wow. Give me a doctor
and-
roll, please, Bucky.
And I'm gonna take two of Siri's kind of normal uninfected tentacles in my little mantis hands, and I'm gonna look vaguely towards the headoid-ish region of the body and say, "It's. I know we're all trying to be there for each other and trying to do our best, but you do have to look after yourself as well. You know, we can't all be as reckless as Mandy."
Fair enough, really. There's not much I can say against that.
Does that count as a heart-to-heart, Chirag?
I will count it as a heart-to-heart.
Lose one stress.
Yay.
Ooh, thank you.
And I got a 6 on my doctor roll.
Sweet. On a 6 for doctor's roll, that means you're on harm 2, right? Siri?
Yeah, I've got 1 in 1 and 1 in 2. So yeah, I'm on harm 2.
Okay. Everyone's harm 1 is what's called all your harm 1 is gone, Siri.
Woohoo!
Yeah. And as for your, what did you get on doctor? You got a 6, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So on a 6, yeah. So do you feel you're basically halfway to getting fully healed from this level 2. The drugs are good. They've numbed the pain, but you've still got that thing to deal with. Basically, another one of those would wipe it out. But whether you want to spend the downtime recovering is entirely up to you.
So does this mean that Siri still has a negative modifier to dice, or?
Yes. But the first level harm is cleared, which is good for absorbing absorbing stress. So that helped.
Sorry, and I'll wait for my second one. I'll wait for other people to have a go.
All right. HCE, do you want to go next?
Hi, yeah, I want to do the off-planet thing where I just go to a garage with the dianthus.
Okay. That has to be on planet. Although, what's it called? If you want to look for like a garage, well, not on. It'll be on
Like
station.
a space, yeah, like a
Is there
space.
not a gas station?
I was gonna say, like, is there like a cool gas trucker,
Oh, you can look
like
for
slash
one.
bathroom somewhere?
Yeah, you can go to a trucker's bath. Yeah, sure. You got to look for a trucker's truck stop that'll do it for you.
While you're in there.
Need some road healing.
Yeah.
Road healing.
Road healing.
Yeah,
I just
that's,
made it up. I don't know.
No, I mean
it's
that's
completely valid and true.
that's what they hear. That's under the shortwave. That's what they say. Like, I'm stopping in for some road healing.
Mhm.
Okay. Mm-hmm. We love it. For a let's go. Where does skills go? Normally you'd be able to like use study or helm. Unfortunately, those aren't working because the navigation is on the fritz. But you can use, for example, consort if you've got any contacts that might be able to do it. Yeah, consort can work. Attune to the way could potentially do it. Or you could try and force helm to work, but you would be taking a minus die to that.
Okay, that's just a minus, and not like it's not a dangerous roll instead.
I mean, everything's dangerous. You guys are at 1 to 3.
Fair enough. All right, then I will consort because I.
Can I
still
give you a contact?
Oh,
Because I have a contact on
awesome.
my sheet. Can I
Oh.
like give HCE like a business card and say something like tell them Mandy sent you?
If you use a contact, it goes from desperate to risky because you got just that reliability.
Okay,
Yeah.
sounds good.
Okay, I would like to invoke one of my colorful friends for HCE, please.
Tell me about them.
So Slice, is a
Great name.
junkyard owner, who likes me, because Slice is a big fan of salvaging monster truck parts, but like spaceship monster truck parts.
Mhm.
And there was a time where Mandy was working for them. Slice is a cyborg. So they are part what's a cool kind of alien. They are part chitinite, I think, like me. But they have lots of like robo limbs, and one of them definitely is like a chainsaw. For sure.
A chainsaw in the style of like a chitinate limb.
Yes.
Oh,
So
that's
it's
so
like
sick.
it's like so it's almost like you know like a pizza cutter on a hinge. Like so like it kind of goes like that. You know, and like I did good work for Slice. I learned a lot. They weren't really interested in teaching me anything about Kite Night culture. They were interested in teaching me a lot about how to break into various kind of spaceships though. Because we needed to scrap them. Whether they were ready for scrap or not in the owner's eyes, TBD. But you know, I think that Slice might be able to help us get the parts we need to fix the navigation system. So I give HC it's like a little rectangular piece of paper, and like it's like all stained with like grease and stuff, and when you put it like down on a flat surface, like a little hot like a blinking holographic projector that's clearly on the fritz, just like displays like a contact name. You're
I'm
muted.
muted. Slice?
Slice.
Slice. The
Mhm.
slice.
No, just Slice.
Oh, okay.
Just tell them I sent you.
I am gonna fly the ship there, so you are coming along.
Like
Technically.
I'm busy.
Okay.
But, like
Real.
Mandy is on like a swing attached to the ship. JJ's like holding on.
Mhm.
Like and it's like
Yeah.
JJ lets go of the swing. Mandy's gone in the slipstream, baby.
Yeah.
So
I get it.
That's the
Completely.
that's the only reason I'm not allowing what's it called sharing stress to like boost in this game, because everyone's busy doing their own kind of
Yeah.
stuff. So in that case, consort works in this situation. If you want to give that a go, or helm with a
Yes.
-1 die, or whatever you're in the mood for.
I am going to roll consort. I'm rolling 2d6 because -1 for my hurdy. Can I? I don't want to. No, I don't want a devil's bargain. I don't like those anymore, Chirag. Okay, I don't want them.
Wow. What a turnaround.
I'll just roll my 2d6.
Sure.
I changed my mind about those risky deals.
Mhm.
I rolled a 1 and a 2.
Okay. I'll quickly change our minds.
Oh,
So
hey,
this, yeah,
the devil's
I'm gonna
bargain.
have
Is it
so
too late?
many second half.
it is a bit late now at this
Where is
point.
it late?
On a 2,
Shut up.
you
I don't want to hear that.
you arrive at Slice's junkyard, where you can see junkyard and Monster Talk Dome. You arrived there. It is, it's surrounded on all sides by several what's it called Apache. Apache, different cordon off, vehicles, and you can basically recognize the symbol of basically debt collection, as they're like arguing. They look like representative of the Apache bank, and you can basically see through like the helms, the little cyborg mantis, cyborg chitinite's got a little fishbowl over his head as he is like yelling out of this. He's like, "You will not take this. Yeah, you will not take my junkyard from me." I'm like, "Sir, you have not paid. You have not paid in so many things. You've raised the interest ridiculous amounts. No one's coming to the junkyard. That feels like your issue of management. I will cut you." And the chainsaw. Please calm down. I don't value my life in the slightest. Da, 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 da. At this point, and they look like they're about to, throw down, and you feel like this is an issue. If you want him to fix your junkyard, you're gonna have to deal with all these
Deal with this.
people playing it. They haven't noticed. If you don't get out of there right now, they will notice you pretty quickly. So-
I'm gonna I want to subdue Slice in some way. I don't know if that's if I can like sneak up on him and just kind of like make sure the chainsaw goes away.
Do you want to what's it called physically subdue him, or do you want to be like call him to like calm him down? Do you want to do something else?
I want to throw something into like a servo.
You can. You're like in the ship, like you're viewing this that kind of way, but you can like fire something, like pop out of the ship and like throw something into a server if you want.
Okay. Yeah, I'll fill in just like an inventory slot, and you know what? What did I guess? I think I'm gonna pluck off one of the wings on the helmet and just kind of like in just like a moment of like I need to resolve this right now. I just want to throw it in there, see what happens.
Sure. Let's go. This is risky. Sure. You're aiming at him rather than any of the the bank security, so it's not desperate. So that's fine. Scrap or or maybe rig, unless
I'll do a rig. I'll do a rig.
Yeah, give it a go.
Okay, I don't want to push myself. So that way I am rolling 3d6.
3d6 on risky. Let's go.
Uh, 1 6 2 6 3 6.
Hey, we crit. We love it. Excellent. Add a gambit to the crew, and let's go. Describe what you wanted to do.
So I want to at least just jam the chainsaw so that's not an immediate threat, and then step in, but like in a businessman like way, just like, hey, Slice, it's okay. Hey, buddy. Amanda sent me. It's okay.
Are you disguising yourself so you don't look like HC in front of these bank security guys?
Yeah, I'm like one of the wings on my helmet is missing, so no one will recognize me.
Completely different.
Yeah, it's like I'm Clark Kent.
We honor crits on this channel. We honor crits in this
Thank
game.
you. Thank you.
So goes in, and like he goes, why is it not working? He's like, look at this thing, very confused. Like he didn't even notice something going in. No one else seemed to notice, and then suddenly you pop in. Hey, Mandy's like, yes, Mandy. Oh, right, Mandy. Like, oh, they are cyborg repairs. They're trying to help me fix my old clanker. It sometimes spurts out and makes me want to murder financial folks. Oh, you know how technology is.
Nothing wrong with that, man. And if the metal arm speaks to you in your silent dreams, then that's perfectly normal. And sometimes you gotta listen, but not right now. Right now, I need you to do something for me because Amanda needs you. Remember her? That's really important right now, and that's important to me too, and that's important for you then, right?
Yeah. Yep, it's important. It's important.
I look at the bank guy and I go like, you should leave, or else. And I just shuffle Slice away.
Okay.
I don't finish the sentence.
Okay. Do you want to threaten him, or are you just like saying that and leaving?
I just seeing what they
You
do.
just said that. Yeah, he's like extremely confused. It's like
Keeping
he's like noting things down. Oh, that was strange. Yeah, that was strange. As you guys are like going, Slice comes on to like, my God, what the heck happened to this thing? Have you not taken it to repair? Like, Mandy! He like sees you repairing the outside of the ship. Come over here, little June bug.
I
I'm
hop
sorry.
down, give him a hug, and then hop back up and carry on.
She's busy. She's raising a juice box all by herself.
She's so young. She's so young to be a mother.
I'm saying it, but she's doing all right, man. You can trust that.
I know. Oh God.
So
I
about
did
my
see-
ship.
Oh yeah, go on.
No, sorry.
You pay-
say what you want to say, Siri, Rachel.
I can try and
No,
work
when
on
you
this.
finish this interaction, then I want to talk to the person that nobody likes, the one who's causing
Okay.
trouble.
The bankman.
Okay.
The bank
Uh,
people?
Flowey? Anyway.
Is now a good time?
Yeah, the Slice is just like, all right, let me see what I can do with this ship. I'll try and do something. Slice can help you wherever you park this thing on planet. He can try and like do some basic repairs to try and like help it out. Even though he doesn't have full access to his garage. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah. Siri.
Siri shouts down to the bank manager and says, "Hey, do you have any reset on you by any chance?"
Let's see. Is reset an illegal drug or like a widely known drug?
It's probably a medical drug that is used recreationally as well.
All right. Let me roll to see if this guy's cool about drugs.
I mean, he's a banker. He must be on cocaine.
Well,
Yeah.
he's a
got
like
friends.
repossession guy, isn't he? He's a repo guy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, he is a repo.
They take something. They take a lot of things.
Yeah. He's just like, I was like, reset. I was like, I haven't needed a reset since I was an intern. I was like, I take the hard stuff. And he just like takes out like a tankard of coffee, pours in something that just causes it to like little science volcano explosion pops out of there, and then just like stomach explodes and then resets itself. Like, now that's a reset. He's not impressed by your mention of reset.
If you have any more, you have to give it to me. Otherwise, you're all gonna die. I'm side dancing. I'm pushing myself to clouds to sway them into giving me the health stuff. And I'm gonna take extra stress so it works on a small group and so that they don't remember it.
Go for it.
Okay.
Roll the attune. I assume it's attune.
It's sway,
Can-
and I'm pushing myself. So
Go
that's
for it. Roll this.
3 + 1 for pushing -1. So that's 3 die.
Can I add a devil's bargain, or is that too late?
Have you rolled?
I'm hitting it. Highest is a 5.
All right, on a 5, on this one, you do it. What's it called? They come over and say, here's what we got. And they give you the big pot of super reset, and then they skydance away.
Okay,
Extremely confused by this feeling. Mm-hmm.
For my downtime, I'd like to take enough of that to heal the rest of my harm, and then pass out from stress overload and traumatize myself.
Sure, that's absolutely fine.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Hello?
You take it.
Drugs, napping. This is what you watch for.
There is the small side effect of this is reset more. So when you take it, yes, you pass out, you engage in your trauma. That's not going to happen. You are also going to be buzzed like you're on 5 cups of espresso for the rest of the heist.
If Siri wasn't unsettling enough already.
Siri is like, I'll freak it out.
Your tentacle going like all the time. Talk us through your traumatic event as your stress boosts out.
Okay, so Siri's gone off to just take this thing. She's like kind of flopped in a chair. As she passes out, like her 2 weird tentacles are like buzzing and then like flop to the side. And she wakes up and she realizes that, like she is the head of a cult. And the way can be beautiful, but it can also be terrible and dark.
Mm-hmm.
And she realizes that these tentacles are the way of telling her that it's her role to be the physical manifestation of it, to be the light and the darkness, to be the god in space. She is now unstable.
as you come to, shaking with all the all the caffeine / power of the way, you see Flowey just like there in a robe that he must have acquired from last time, like, and then says in a way you can completely understand for the first real time, he's like, "You have finally accepted who you are meant to be. So it was written." And he's holding his children's book, which to your eyes no longer looks like a children's book. It now says the way, and it is you, but full of tentacles, more tentacles than you've ever had before, all shadowy and stone. Shadow and stone. Yeah, it was a young adult novel at the start. I thought it was really kicked off, but my editor told me to aim it for children. But now you can see the truth. I have range, and so do you. All worship Siri.
I
And he's
thought Sunflower was secretly handing out Bibles disguised as children's books.
I mean, he kind of is.
Basically, yeah.
He's actually hanging out young adult novels disguised as Bibles, disguised as children's books.
I was gonna say.
He has range, and so does Siri.
The way will
Exactly.
reward you for your faith.
The way of reward. You have healed harm 2. Harm 2 is gone, so that is not what you got to worry about. You just got to worry about buzzing for a while, but that's okay. Speaking of Buzzy, Bucky, what are you up to?
I have one last off-planet downtime.
Correct, because you
because
get a
of my
bonus one.
speakerness.
Yes.
And I'm going to use that to lay low. I'm going to try and reduce the heat on us again because
All right.
HCE is going to, be going on planet to meet Fanti, and we're going to have a hot exit. We should have a chill entrance.
Yeah.
So I get +1 die when I lay low. What am I rolling as base?
Let's go. You're trying to reduce the low. You are basically rolling. Normally, it'd just be crew.
So
it would
that's
just be
1.
crew quality. So that would be it'd be 1d6.
Okay, so 2.
Actually, no. You can tell me what action you think this would be for you. Would this be hack, try and change things? Would you be like?
It would be more
console?
social. It would be like reaching out through my, through the hive to come, our, the kind of revanchist chitinate cult. And so that would probably be more consort.
Yeah, consort makes sense to me. So roll consort. This is just risky.
That's gonna be a 5.
Hey, we take those. So on a 5, the laying low seems combined with the other efforts so far, wanted level has gone down to 2. The change in rims, then you're asking people, your people kind of like on the inside, they're like flagging in reports like, hey, these guys have been found on this planet. These guys have been found on this planet. They've started a podcast on this planet. Blah, 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 blah. All these different ones.
We started the podcast after
What's
series
our
Religious
podcast
Schism.
called?
Yeah, and it's just a bunch of Catchnites pretending to be you guys doing poor impersonations of each other.
They do a really good impersonation of Bucky, but a terrible impersonation of everyone else.
I know what our podcast is called. It's called Dial Dianthus, and people can call in.
Yes, yes.
So
I like it's
good.
turned into a radio show. We like it. We're going full
We're like a
circle
shock
here.
jock.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, Dial Dianthus, the podcast. So yeah, that's gone down. Has
Cool.
everyone done one off-planet downtime?
Yep.
Yes.
Sweet. All right, we are arriving on planet. Where do you guys want to go? As you can tell, there is the big sphere, where all the kind of like different actions are going. Are you trying to aim for the close to the hotel where Mr. Fanti is? Are you trying to aim for one of the closer to one of the poles so it's easier for you to get to, the engineers who work on those sections? Are you trying to get to wherever the museum has like placed itself at this current time? Are you trying to put somewhere far away from everything? Where do you want to place the ship?
So we've agreed that we are not going to target the museum itself. Yes, we're going to try and get information as to when and where the tree is being moved, and we're going to get it in transit. But it's going to be hot when that happens. Do we want some kind of diversion? I mean, it seems like there are some potentially some social rifts on this station that could be exploited?
We could
Maybe,
get,
yeah. Sorry, go on, Amanda.
if we could get something big to happen on the station, as the transport is leaving, they're gonna kind of hopefully focus more on the station itself and less on the transport, which should make it easier for us. If we could kind of prepare a way to slip in to the transport as well ahead of time, that would be good. But we need to know more details about the transport, which means that one of us is gonna have to try and get some more information and might have to hop on to the station to talk to people and find out more.
I think Siri would like to. Can I just vibe check the entire planet by rolling a tune to see, like, we've talked a bit about the social, like, dynamics between people. Where has the most kind of like energy, like who's ready to make something happen? And can I tune into, it doesn't need to be a certain person, but am I going to the engineers or am I going to, the port?
Yeah, in that case, yeah, give me an attune roll. We'll treat it like acquiring asset. This is controlled. You are in, you're in your cult leader era, so it's fine.
Sweet.
Cult
4
leader
die.
era.
I'll just
Yep.
do that. Yeah, I got 1-6.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so with a 6, definitely there is vibes are very strongly what's it called, general distaste for each other. It definitely feels like in the sphere, a lot of like the very wealthy people dislike the other very wealthy, successful people. There is that general, just like, everyone kind of just like hates and envies anyone who's even remotely going as well as they do. You are also feeling, the sadness, the obsession, like, the drudgery of our, of our lives from the different poles. Different that they seem, you think this, the North seemed like more like resigned to it. The South seemed like very much more like they're like getting angry. You don't think they're revolutionary, but like with it, they're the ones who are more likely to get that way. And also, you would sense intense hate, like a really powerful draw of like intense hate and rage down on the planet itself. Just like hatred against all life is on the planet Libertaria, where the giant kaiju are, which are like, oh, they have evolved enough that they have gained the capacity to hate, which animals usually don't have that much capacity to hate. There's a lot down there, a lot of bad way energy down there. That's just that. So you have a lot of options. You've also to like go from you could turn any of the poles that way. You could try and like find an enemy, an ally among the sphere. Do something with that hate energy down on the planet.
Do something with that hate. Yeah.
Embrace the hate. No, reject it. Don't accept the hate.
The vibes on this place are rancid.
Okay.
Unbelievable.
So that's what Siri has learned. Is anyone else want to do anything on planet?
I don't think I have any downtime actions left, right?
You have one on planet.
Oh, one off. Okay. Then in that case, I want to get my arm unbroken, not broken.
Okay. Excellent.
Doctor, do the other one.
Sure. What's it called? Do you want to do your own doctor role? Do you want to do the ship will otherwise make a roll, or you can have Slice roll make a roll. He's a doctor. The guy with chainsaws for hands, like where's his one?
He's also a barber.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that tracks. He did Mandy's hair a couple of times.
And also a topiarist.
Is this guy just Edward Scissorhands? Is that what we've made?
Kinda.
Edward Scissorhands.
Legally
Ruben, you're
distinct.
muted.
Ruben, you're muted.
That was me. Khalil raised a good point in the chat actually about like would this block me from visiting my contact, my liaison, if you will.
Yeah, if you have one, you can absolutely do that.
I mean, I'm talking about Fanti.
You can go to Fonty.
instead, but like if I get my arm fixed, would that take up the slot that I could use to visit Fanti? I'm saying.
Like, is visiting Fanti part of the heist, as in like going in, using that kind of like ocean level, like meeting a contact to get the kind of information, getting the key card out of his jacket pocket.
I think there's opportunity there because you mentioned that even the rich people are at each other's throats, and if I could like stir up some drama, because technically while we were leaving the planet last session, the fruit company shot at his kid. Like they put his kid in danger, and I had to save him. I had to save Su Young, right?
Yep, Su Young.
The kid that I gave an name to. Yeah, I think I want to play that angle. Like, hey, this is this company you might be in cahoots with. Like, maybe it's time, corporate takeover. My lover.
Yeah, absolutely. You can do that. In that case, you can have that as part of the heist. That's where you start going that way. And your downtime can be, finding a doctor or finding something else. With Fanti can be anything. You can definitely try and like get a doctor to help you out with this on planet.
Okay. 3 people in the chat have said sexual healing. So
I saw that. That is also an option. You can absolutely try that.
Hang about.
Just pop it back into place. It'll be fine.
That can be a great. Okay, let's do that. Let's ask Fanti. Like, it's a new experience for the both of us, isn't it? I want to try this with you.
I was quoting a song. I want to be clear when I started this.
Okay, I want to know what song is road healing for everyone who piled in on top of that.
No, I was like, sexual healing's a song.
I know that one.
Yeah. Okay.
I know that one. Okay. Sure. In that case, give me instead of doing doctor, we'll sway.
Got none of that.
Or consort. Sway or consort.
I would love to roll consort.
Yeah.
In my satin dressing gown with a broken arm.
I'm going to say this is risky. It would be dangerous. You guys reduce the wanted level so much. This is only risky because someone might see you.
Yeah, okay.
So,
3d6. I'm going to push myself
Forgot
for
to
love.
close the curtains.
Yeah.
We go. We stand it. Let's go.
4d6.
It's
Let's
always
go.
nice when people put effort in.
Highest is a 5.
Okay. With a 5, that means you do it. What's it called?
Oh,
complication. Yeah. You absolutely come in and you see Mr. Fanti. Do you bring his son? Or do you be like, your son's all right?
You know what? I think for this one I arranged a meeting somewhere else, like in a restaurant or something, and just bringing his kid with it and explaining like, hey, so I know we met up for a whole different thing, for a whole different hole, you might say, but this is something we have to discuss right now. Your kid is in danger, and the fault is interplanetary capitalism.
Yeah. So Young's like, booyah, exactly.
Booyah.
And,
We rehearse that. We do like a little, yeah.
Yeah. He's like, Su Young, it's so good to see that you're all right. I said, like, pats it. I said, like, I'm glad you got my son. Glad you got my son back safely. He reaches in with his like trunk, pulls out, says like, here, why don't you go enjoy the arcade? Like, why would I go to go? Okay, you can't buy like there's $200 on that. All right, to the arcade.
That's the kind of parenting we need to see more in the galaxy.
Yeah. Exactly. I'm very happy. I like the people I care about to be able to. I'd like to be able to spoil the people I care about. And there's like hand reaches over to yours. Do you need to be spoiled,
Mr. Fanti? I need my arm popped back into place. Perhaps you can help me remove my suit for me.
Let's go somewhere a bit more private. He just like stand up. We cut to a more private location.
No.
Jackets off. And he's like, okay.
Subscribe or donate or whatever for the explicit.
Yes. So like, bite this belt, and then your arm pops back in. hurts like the motherfucker, but he gets it in properly. Yep.
That felt good.
felt
I wish you could do it again.
At this point, you guys are, less than dressed in the suite. Music is playing. There's a bat being poured right now. It's like excellent music's going on. And you really enjoy it. Like, I'm enjoying this time. And then you just hear somebody a knock on the door. And he says like, Vikram, is it? Yeah. Are you in there? And like Miss Fant's like, oh shit, that's my husband. We cut away to.
Come
Who else hasn't done anything on planet yet?
I haven't done my downtime yet.
Let's go, Taylor.
Well, aren't I down in the
Hang
sewers
on.
ass up?
So hang on, am I the only one who hasn't done downtime?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, I wanted to do. Hey, Chirag, you know we're besties in real life.
100%.
Can I do that thing I messaged you, but not as a downtime thing, as just like a bonus thing, and then do a useful downtime thing for the heist, please?
Oh, that thing we talked about? I was
That
going to
thing
just
I
do that as a
messaged you
flashback
about.
thing. Yeah, we did it as a flashback thing.
Perfect. Chirag, this is why we're besties. Thank you.
Exactly,
Okay,
100%.
for my downtime, we have established that as a half human, half chitinate, cute little bumblebee girl in mechanic overalls,
Yes.
people just think I'm staff. So, when HCE goes onto the space station, so that way they can go hook up, I am going to go with them on the shuttle, and I'm going to peel off. I think instead of having my hair in a braid, it's just like all like slicked back, wet and down, to try and make myself look like a little bit different. And my overalls aren't blue anymore; they're black, sneaking. And I would like to basically, I want to find out who the transport company is. Like, I want to find out more about this transport.
Sure, absolutely. Acquiring that information isn't too tricky. Yeah, for you to get this information is, are you trying to like hack the information? Are you trying to just like chat around?
If I can get to like a suitable, like like a suitable computer, like perhaps in like the shipyards, so I can like hack the computer and see what's outbound and what's going to be on board. Then it could be a hack roll if you'll let me have it.
Yeah, go for it.
Yay!
Hack roll's fine. This is the information you're trying to get is a bit tricky because it is currently desperate.
Perfect. Okay. Lads, can I spend a gambit on this, please? Thank you.
Yeah.
Brings us down to 2 because we gained a gambit earlier.
Okay, I only got 1 6.
Alright,
But 1 6 is enough.
Remember the mark XP?
I did, yes.
Sweet. You hack in and you find the name of the transportation company. You have discovered that Tusk and Tumble are a transportation company that main goal is taking things from the station down to Libertaria and trashing them, basically disposing them.
What?
The
Wait,
museum
okay.
is considered non-profitable, so all of all of its items, historical relics, and all those are designed to be thrown off there, as a tax write-off.
They're gonna tax right off the tree.
They're gonna tax
And
right
a
off
museum.
all
By a museum.
artifacts.
Oh,
We're burning this place to the ground, baby. As part of my hack, do I know when?
Yes, you have exactly, when, which truck's going, and you can definitely get it basically at any point of transit up until it goes off planet.
What? So hang on, before it goes onto the planet. So basically anywhere between the station and the thing.
Yeah, basically it'll go up to like the edge of the station aim its rear end, and then fire it down, like a Helldivers. Like
Oh, so
capture
there won't be a ship we can intercept, as in like in space. Interesting.
Not really. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, this changes everything.
This
It really
Exactly.
does.
You know
It does
what?
change everything. Mhm.
okay.
And we can find out how it changes everything after the break.
Yeah, there we go, baby.
I'm not ready for change.
Yeah.
I want things to stay the same.
Yeah. We've been dying to see you since the break. Welcome back to Star Taker.
Hey!
Professional.
Thank you so much. As our heroes, who are filled with riz and gumption, are on the space station above Libertaria, as they are preparing to steal back the Tona tree, the last, an important relic which is being hidden off, in the Aphaxia Museum, which, as we've recently discovered, is going to be, put in a capsule and sent down to the planet Libertaria, as a tax write-off, because, no one goes to museums anymore. Yeah. Are they going to return any of the important relics inside there? No, of course not. That'd be too much work. So that's what's going to happen. Meanwhile, the rest of our team, as Siri has discovered a bumbling anger, down on the planet. There's some potential resentment going on the poles, and also all the rich folks, in the sphere hate each other for the most part, which is useful as they've gained their powers. Meanwhile, we have Mandy. Meanwhile, in a hotel suite, HC is with Mr. Vikram, high-ranking executive, who's helping fix his arm with a great massage, really getting that out there. Unfortunately, his husband is at the door. Yes, and Khalil has one last action on planet before we are going into the heist. Bucky, what are you up to?
So the information that Mandy got from the hack, so did it say that the entire museum collection is being put into a capsule and ejected down to the planet in one go?
It sounds like the entire museum and everything in it is being sent down onto the planet.
Oh, okay. So and Siri has uncovered some kind of strong emotions in the oppressed kind of workers on this station. Taylor?
I have a very important question that may dictate what we do. It says that the museum moves position to go to wherever the VVVIP, like to go close to them, so they don't have to travel.
Yes.
So it has a propulsion system. The museum itself has a self-propulsion system.
Yes, a magnetic propulsion system.
Okay. Can we drive the museum is my follow-up question.
And my answer is, you can try.
That might just didn't from your downtime, Bucky.
Well, okay. Yeah, because what? Okay, I would. Okay, yes. Okay. Sorry, this is all a lot of new information. Okay. So in that case, I would like to spend my downtime to through my cult connections try to acquire a contact who is like one of the like the people who like the removals people who will drive the museum, who will like take it to the part of the city where it's to be disposed of, and try and basically get a contact there so that I can buy us a bit of time, maybe get us an in.
Yeah, absolutely. In that case, that is just using your. You're trying to acquire an asset. Roll crew quality. So roll 2d6.
And I get +1 for acquiring assets because I'm so connected.
You're built like that.
Oh, 4 is fine.
It's
Yeah.
fine.
With a 4, it is, it is, what's it called? Asset. You have the asset. He's a, describe the asset. The guy who works at Tuscan Tumble.
They are they're a chitinate, but they really don't like they don't buy into any kind of the chitinate kind of nationalism or chitinate culture or anything like that. In fact, not in the way that Amanda is disconnected, but this person actually knows a lot about their culture, but really has decided to actively distance themselves and align themselves with Libertaria. But they they are known. I know, I might have discovered certain bits of information about them that are compromising, so I do have leverage over them. So it's kind of that I think that's maybe where the 4 comes in.
So he's, you're aware of him. He is not that in that, tied into it. He's like a big brown Caribbean, a big large head, very beetle-like. Their name is Scarabina. He's just like always complaining about how shit the world is. Like he's working on the shit. He's just got rolling the same job over and over. Because you are aware of him. You don't think he's like high ranking in the organization, but he is one of those people who might just be assigned as a driver because it's a shit job, that kind of thing. So you do have that you do have that entry point to kind of like use that. Now, we're about to kick off the heist. So I'm going to ask you general overview, not specifics, but like general overview. What is your plan as a team? Like, what is the plan you guys came up with, before you went into hotel rooms, before you headed off, as you're kind of like gathering this kind of like information? What is your general plan for this?
The initial plan was to hijack the ship that the tree was being transported on. Now that we've discovered that the entire museum is what it's being transported on, I think the plan is to try and hijack the entire museum.
All right. So your plan is, because the museum is going to basically just be like taken to a cable on a car and like driven to a specific spot to be like launched off. So you're trying to like get that while the museum's in transit.
Does the museum's propulsion system work outside the space station?
Limited effect.
So it's not independent. They're going to hook it onto a different vehicle and pull it.
Yeah, they're going to
tow it. They're going to tow the museum.
They're going to tow the museum.
Okay. I think at that I'm just going to give myself another stress level because this is stressing me out in real life.
Could we tow the museum?
We could tow the museum.
Could we tow the museum to our manta ray to Hopebert, and 100%. Then we could.
Yeah, they're prepared.
That can be the plan.
They're prepared against theft of art of it. Yeah, not against being museum being stolen.
Yeah, because if they're ejecting it, then they won't necessarily guard it if it's being ejected. So, if we have enough of a diversion so that we don't have their entire security force coming after us, then if we can get as far as the manta ray, the Hopebert, then we can just make a hyperspace jump.
Question: how many how many cars can we park on Hopebert? How many cars and museums can we park on Hopebert?
Oh, museums you could park like 6 of these bad boys on Hopebert. Hopebert's huge.
Okay, Hopebert right. So there's enough space.
Yeah, there's enough space. Yeah, that's not the issue. Hopebert can like carry a bunch of ships on them, a bunch of museums. That's not an issue at all.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you. Right, team. We now need to make a very important decision. Are we towing the museum on ours, or are we taking over and towing the museum, like basically taking their car and like that's already hooked up?
I think we just need to attach the room to our ship and then like use the ship as the movement thing. I don't want to be relying too much on what they may or may not have.
Mhm.
Does that make sense?
We could do both, because if we
Yeah.
need to make a speedy getaway, we could hijack their ship and hook our ship on as well, so that we've got double the thrust. Because if we're trying to get away,
Yeah. Okay. So who's gonna go in their car, and who's staying
Okay,
in
so-
ours? Because we need a.
So the initial plan is try and commandeer their truck ship that's like pulling the museum along.
Mhm.
After it's grabbed the museum and is taking it somewhere.
Yes.
yeah, and
Okay.
and to also, if we can, set a diversion, some social unrest or something to cover our getaway. And we've got 2 drivers on the team.
Mhm.
We
We've got
do.
Mandy and we've got HCE.
All right. So with that information, yeah, in that case, we just need an engagement roll. So that is going to be, I think we're going to start with the diversion, because that seems incredibly fun. So, Siri, you wanted to start the diversion.
Yeah.
So that is I think it's a straight 1D. I think it's a straight 1D6 unless I'm misremembering something. So
Can
Okay.
I assist?
let
Can I assist?
because it's the last game of the session of the season. Yeah,
Woohoo.
100%. We
Fantastic.
take
I'll
those.
take a stress, and what I would like to do is I'd like to hack into their communication systems, and link the 2 poles, so that way when Siri speaks to everyone.
Ooh,
That's a very good point.
yeah.
Yeah, and I
That
want
makes
to.
sense.
That's great, and I want to be clear. Like when I'm doing this, I'm not using my psychic mind powers to like force them to do anything they don't want to do, but I just want to encourage them to believe in any plans that might already be manifesting.
All right.
Okay.
We
A
dig
kind
it.
of
I'm rolling.
Right.
psychic hype man.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's
All right.
a 6. That's a 6. 1 6 1 2.
Yes. Nice. All right, we take those. So with a 6, you start off. He's like announcing it on both poles, or a specific one you're aiming for.
I'm gonna focus on the south because
Yeah.
that's where the
So
unrest.
you got 1-6, right?
Yeah.
Sweet. Head down there, release the sounds. Your mission. What was your message again?
Just that I come from a planet where there are no bosses, only workers working for the common good, and by joining forces you can be stronger and basically start a union and fuck up the
Is it
rich.
is it completely audio, or is it also they can see you? Like, is there a visual element to it as well?
Am I allowed to do a visual element?
Yeah, there's video
Everyone knows
things
us.
everywhere. Everyone's got a
I
phone.
hacked the
Everyone's got a
system
thing.
if you want
Oh
to.
hell yeah. Okay, yes, I'd like to do a visual element then. And Siri is going to be I'm still wearing my outdated religious outfit, and all of the tentacles like rise up, and like it looks very trippy. They're all
Yeah.
waving.
They're like, oh, I get it. We're all part of this of tentacles of the same eldritch abomination. We're all connected. I'm like, yes, we all are. And so, as tentacles, we gotta fuck things up. And the security guy like, wait, that's the message to quit. I thought this was a message of peace. And they start attacking some of the corpo guards. They start making noise. Alarms are going off everywhere. Like, warning, warning, unionization is happening down the South Pole. Warning, warning. And like, oh shit, oh shit. Everyone's like, what? Right in, drones are being sent in. They're dropping off their packages and then sending out with their weapons down to the south. Everyone is like focused, completely distracted. No one is paying any attention. Down, where shit's going on. We cut to Bucky. You have your contact who's like, who, if you wanted to contact them, has the, is at Tusk as task can tumble. Do you want to make contact with them, or do you want to do some? Do you have a different plan to try and like grab the vehicle?
So who's coming? Who's coming with me on station? Who's going to drive that vehicle, and who's going to drive our ship?
Wait, where's HCE?
In this, is this a
You wanna-
flashback or because I'm
can cut to
technically not
H-
in the.
Oh, because we still have
if
to
you guys
resolve
want to-
HCE's drama. Yes.
Yeah,
Let's do
you
that
guys wanna
first.
cut to that?
Yeah.
Vikram.
You better
Hey.
answer that.
I better do that. And put the hand to your, I'd say lip. You're wearing a mask, and it's like,
Yeah.
behave. And like goes up, shuts the bathroom door. He like goes in. It's like, hey, honey, how are you? Yes, I am having chat. And I can hear like this angry, like and like there's some like discussion and chatting. It's like, what are you doing in the bathroom? Are you trying to like listen in? Are you trying to look for ways to exit? Are you hiding? What are you up to?
Does this sound like an important situation? Like, are they discussing infidelity matters, or does it sound like they're discussing like, hey, something's going on? I'm gonna listen in. I guess I have to listen in.
Yeah.
Get the
You're
tea,
listening in.
girl.
Get the tea. In that case, give me study or skulk.
I'll have a skulk. I'll hide in the broom closet.
Sure.
I'm gonna
That
push
is
myself.
it's risky.
Just be cool. I'm gonna push myself for 2d6 because I have no skulk. I'm not gonna use a gambit for like hiding in a hotel room. That doesn't feel right.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just roll this. That's a 6.
Hey, sweet. With a 6, completely. First of all, add a gambit because we rolled risky. Next up, you hear him. Him talking, and he's like, "Where the fuck have you been?" And it's like, "Oh, no, bro, everything is sorted. I was just speaking to someone about getting back Soo Young, and then he's in completely safe. Oh, our son, right? Yes, he's down in the arcade enjoying himself. Oh, he's enjoying himself. Is he? Then why did I get this?" And you can see, and it's like, "Dear dads, I have been taken captive by one of your rivals. Please, in exchange for these demands, I will be returned safely. If not, they will send parts of my." Oh God, really? You're going to send parts of my? That seems mean. Okay, fine. I'll read the rest of it. And pauses the thing. And it's like, I just got this hostage. I said 5 minutes ago. What the fuck have you been doing? Or should I say who you've been doing? Are you still doing this shit? No, I told you in counseling I wasn't doing that kind of behavior anymore. So that's what you're hearing. I am genuinely concerned for our son.
Me too.
Soo Young. How dressed up? You're out there soaking wet because you were in the tub apparently.
I was, but still
fully suited.
Mm-hmm.
Like leather suit creaking with the water.
Mm-hmm. Squeaky.
He looks over, and you see another another elephantin man just like standing there. He is a bit rounder. He's more brown, more mammoth-like. You can see like hairs coming out on his head, which he's got done out in like small braids, and he's like looking down. Little glasses at his nose. It's like, Favorite Cosmo Builder HCE. What are you doing here?
Love to meet a fan.
Shakes. It's like such a shame that they replaced you with BC. I call that a shame. I argued against that. Why are you here? And why are you soaping wet? And why is my husband in a towel?
I was here to discuss the release of a video game featuring me, and I believe your husband here is the right match for that venture.
Yes.
Also, your son is being kidnapped. Do you want help with that? We can talk this out later if you want, because I listen.
Mhm.
Yes, it's this man is ridiculous, but I get it. I get why you won't leave him. But let me do this favor for you, and I'll be out of your life. Him though, you gotta deal with.
Okay. Give me a sway roll. It's I would say risky. He kind of knows you. I'm going to give it controlled.
That is going to be just 1d6. 6.
He's like, okay, I can't turn down HCE, the infamous, the famous Cosmo brother. If anyone can rest, and Su Young always talks so highly of him. And he's like, yes, Su Young definitely talks about him all the time. You get the impression that what's it called? Fanti maybe doesn't know his son as well as he should. And he like pulls up. So the person, our corporate rival who took him, holds it over. We are fairly certain that it is Ranjiv Lordswell who's holding him, trying to get some of my husband's shares in the company as part of his, goal to get a promotion to eventually take over a Faxicorp. Bastard! He tried. It's because of him that I lost rights to the tree once I got it. Tree and some other artifacts.
Now,
I hate him.
Now
Got
this
that
is
beef.
interesting. This is interesting to me because, and I whisper sort of like into his ear about like the idea of like maybe you should be in charge of the tree again. What do you say?
I would love that, but he has my son, and it would be very bad if I lost my son. Look, it would be horrible optics. Also, our son would be in danger. Why are you so emotional about these things?
Are you seeing a therapist? Because I'm feeling some.
Yes,
listen,
we have
whatever,
a couples
whatever.
counselor and a family therapist to deal with our son.
Mhm. Okay, great. I can't give you relationship advice because I am a homewrecker, but think about your kid. Anyway, I get out my costume gear,
Cosmo, what?
the subsequent, and I just like carefully glide out of the hotel room at a little
Sure.
awkward pace.
Okay. Well, if you want to help, here's the details that they sent us about the abduction. They want transfer to be done soon, and you have the you have the information about Su Young. If you want to follow up that lead, and if you do it, the parents will be grateful, or you could ignore it completely and engage in shenanigans.
Yeah.
Or do both shenanigans and stuff, but slow glide.
Very slow glide. Yeah. I want to communicate to the rest of the team that there's been a situation about that. But we can get direct access. What I understand correctly is that what was his name?
What?
Sorry, the husband. No, the Fanti's husband. Sorry.
Okay. Fanti's husband. His name. Yeah. His name was Theo. You didn't catch his last name. You assume it's Fanti as well.
Okay. And Theo said something about access. Gaining back access to tree control, right?
Yeah. Essentially, Lordswell, the owner of the museum, took the tree and now wants more shares from Fanti, more like control of the company. But you're potentially arguing, potentially you could get the tree and the museum back and maybe some of his shares, and then Fanti gains more power if that's something you want to do.
Okay, I think I relay this information to the rest of the team because I just want to have I want to rejoin the discussion that was going on, the whole debriefing.
Sure.
I show up, I guess, gliding awkwardly.
Why are you wet?
I cleaned up.
Fair. You smell great.
Thank you.
Right,
It's
with
it's husband's perfumes. Hi.
With the ransom note, they don't happen to be holding Su Young in the museum by any chance.
They are, and well, you were about to say, you don't know what the museum looks like, but it does look like he's in sort of a gift shop that is like sort of like little plushy versions of, the tea.
Absolutely fantastic. The plan continues. Okay.
Yeah.
And we do not negotiate with kidnappers. We go, we get the museum, we get the child, we return the child to the parents, or we adopt the child. We'll see. And
let's
then
see what
we deal with the oligarchs however we need to deal with them.
Mm-hmm.
No one's kidnapping that child but us.
Yeah.
Now when you said, okay, jeez.
HT Bucky, you have to go.
Let's go.
Right.
And I cock a blaster pistol that I put into one of the pockets of my big grey puffer jacket.
Oh yeah. What is everyone's load? Is everyone doing light, normal, heavy?
I'm doing heavy, baby.
I think I'm normal.
Everyone knows who we are, right? So, like, we're highly wanted.
This is a speed mission, I think, rather than a stealth
Yeah,
mission.
heavy.
5-minute adventure, in and out, heavy. Let's go, baby.
Yeah.
Great.
So in fact, can I make that a heavy blaster rather than a blaster pistol? No, a blaster pistol.
Of course. Your call.
Don't want to shove a machine gun in your coat pocket?
It is a big coat. I do have a long body.
You can make a decision later, because the great thing about the load is that you can just decide when you want stuff.
I cock a laser gun of indiscriminate size, and then me and HCE, I believe, are going to go and do the hijacking on the station, and Mandy and Siri are going to deal with things from the Dianthus end of things.
I'm on the Dianthus. Siri, you can be wherever you want to be.
Is it going to be helpful for you to have backup here?
Possible.
Let's have the body system.
Yeah. Keep it sweet. Yeah. All right.
So, okay. Oh, sorry.
I was just going to say,
you're happy.
Taylor, please.
I was just going to say that JJ is in the loading dock with a welding mask over his juice eyes, like sorting out a grappling hook.
Yeah.
Like just welding a grappling hook together.
He's being helped up by Slice, who has experience with this kind of shit, so he's able to like handle it.
I'm imagining it's a huge grappling hook, right?
Like one big
enough. Oh yeah, massive.
The museum. Sunflower is there holding like a little waiter's plate with like sunflower seeds and some juice that JJ prepared earlier on it.
Nice.
He's in one hand he's got that, in the other he's got a phone, and he is just live streaming to like yes for the mistress, spread the stone and shadows, for the stone and shadows, get a signed copy at Al. So yeah, he's
looking good.
Crying in the corner. She's unstable.
Poor thing. Okay, so HC, you're happy being on ground crew, basically while hijacking on the ground.
Yeah,
sweet.
Yeah. And
right.
I think,
so,
are we gonna, we look at each other. Is there like tension in the group? Do we know that this is going to be like the riskiest thing we've ever done?
Maybe let's have that convo.
It's risky. I've been thinking about this. We're doing this to bring back history to people we don't even know. And people might not even know who we are after this. So I've been thinking, why do this at all? And I think it's because I would not want to go down in a blaze of glory with anyone else than you three psychos.
We're all traumatized, but we get through this together. And it's been a whole journey, several journeys, but like they said, I'm immensely grateful to have been through this trauma with you, of all beings, you three. And of course, Flowey and JJ.
Yes, and Flower and JJ and Sunjong and all the other people we've adopted.
Yes,
Mm.
yes.
Well, we have to go get Soo-young back. So
Camera
Yeah.
pans across.
There's like a missing poster for like Soo-young. Like he's not there. Like Flowey's holding it up for Spirit.
Yeah, exactly. Just cardboard
Right.
kind of.
This is it. Mandy, Siri, see you on the other side of the museum.
We will see each other again, I'm sure of it.
Meet you at the gift shop. I cock the pistol again and scurry off.
Sweet. You guys are scurrying off. We go to the crew. Crew kind of go to the. Are you trying to be the ones who basically just like get the truck as it's pulling the museum along, or are you planning to like get it before it even gets to the museum?
I think as the truck is in transit, like so once it's once it's been hooked up and it's kind of hovering along, pulling the museum through this space station. Yeah, I think maybe what if HCE like slaps the side of the vehicle and then lies down next to their Cosmo gear, like pretending that there's been like an accident.
Okay.
And then as the driver gets out, I turn up with 4 blaster pistols, one in each of my. I'm used to balancing on 4 legs, but I'm balancing on 2 legs, and my 4 front limbs are each holding pistols and pointing them at the driver. And says, "So, what was the driver's name again? Did we have one, Chirag?"
Huh? Oh yeah,
Oh, it was
Scarabine.
Scarabee. Scarabee, you don't know me, but I know you. The hive to come is calling in a favor. Like
give
it
me,
or not.
Give me a command roll +1 because you got +2 dice because he's in a bad spot and he doesn't really want to be in a bad spot.
I'm going to push myself because I think insofar as it's possible to have a wild look in your eye when you have compound eyes, I have a wild look in my eye.
Can I assist as well, or is it too late now?
Yeah, of course you can.
Okay.
Ooh, thank you.
Spend the stress and then you get an extra die.
Ooh, that really did help. Crit, baby!
Hey, yo, let's
Teamwork
go.
makes the
Let's
dream
go.
work. I'm a scary bug guy with 4 guns.
Yeah, you see him
Daily
aim at him.
affirmations.
Yeah. You see Scarabina, the guy who always believes in everything and shit. Looks at you like, I know exactly who you are, Bugsy. And he opens his shirt, and you see there's a tattoo of you, Mandy, and the with the what's called the carving. It's like, I know what you've done. You made me believe. He passes you the keys to the car. Like,
I put away one of my pistols and high five him with my remaining limb.
Yeah.
You'll be remembered in the hive. I hop in the passenger seat.
HC, are you driving, or do you want Scarabina to drive?
I'll take the wheel.
All right, sweet. Like, you can do it. And definitely, he just goes over, pulls up a lamppost, and just starts breaking stuff, causing some vandalism. Good stuff. You're off. You're off driving straight away into the to pick up the museum.
Instead of driving towards the like ejection towards the planet waste port, we'll be driving to like maybe a kind of quieter, lesser known freight kind of airlock on the other side.
Yeah. As you're heading to the other side, suddenly you get like the museum, which is behind you, which as I described, is a constantly rotating, multi-dimensional, multi-phase little like a cube, as it's like shifting shape, shifting around. Shifting around, as you can kind of see, like one person pops their head out. He looks like an armed soldier. Let's say those tusk guards from before, the powder armor. So like, hey, you're going the wrong way. That's not the way to the exit. What are you doing? And he aims his gun at you. He's going the wrong way.
I lean over to HC and I say, just keep driving. Don't go too fast, but keep driving.
Mm-hmm.
Keep her steady.
I look over. You sure? I can't go fast. I can go fast.
When it gets noisy back there, go fast. For now, keep it cool.
HE behind the mask is just like.
And so then I will climb out of the cab and scuttle along the connector between the kind of the vehicle and the museum. I've put my guns away, obviously,
Sure.
and I scuttle my way up towards this armed guard.
Yeah. He doesn't recognize you, and so immediately starts firing as you approach. You're not the right guy. Give me a scramble roll.
Ooh, okay, I'm gonna push myself again.
This is desperate because you are in a moving vehicle being shot at.
Spend
On
again.
a wire,
Spend
on a
again.
grappling hook.
And I'm going to
Let's go.
spend a gambit as well. Yes.
Okay. Excellent.
That is 1-6.
Sweet.
So you
That means you get XP.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. And you basically duck underneath the cable, brings you over until you are right up next to this guy.
And then I pull out my 4 guns, and I think I scramble back up from the underside, literally like right behind him, and then just kind of up from 4 different angles shoot him.
Yep. Roll. Roll scrap. You are in a great position. It's still risky because he's in powered armor, but yeah, it's risky instead of desperate.
I'm pushing myself again.
Ooh,
You take it.
this man's gonna get shot a lot.
Oh dear!
Oh, what's up? No.
What's up?
Hey,
Oh,
there's no time for jokes.
Oh, boy.
Peace to you too, buddy. What did you
two
roll?
6s, right? 2 6s.
I rolled 2 1s
So,
and a single 2.
So you start firing. His powered armor just like is pushing through it. Gun goes. Then he grabs you. He grabs you and then picks you up, and then just kind of like the museum just like shifts again. Suddenly you are at the bottom of the museum. The guy's holding you, and then he's just kind of like dragging you like close to the ground. On the ground, just like dangling. And he's like doing that thing where he's like got you up against the ground. Like, it's like get off. Yeah, HC, you're seeing this. The museum has kind of like shifted a little bit, but you can hear the sounds as your friend is getting pummeled. What would you like to do?
Can I drive in a way that would get Bucky free at least from like getting ground into a paste?
You can. You can.
What if you took a really sharp corner?
So I was thinking.
Yeah, that is a helm check. Risky.
I would love to roll helm because I have a lot of that. All right.
Damn right.
I'm gonna not spend a gambit or push myself. 4d6 is enough, I say. That's a 4, the highest.
All right, a 4 on the highest means what's it called? You do it, but as a consequence, you basically go into a swerve. Turn around, like toss it around, shift it. So Bucky is like sent free, but the upturn sends this guy who's got you flying. He's like, whoa, wait, I was supposed to fall. And you're able to like hold on. However, the abrupt turn causes the museum to unbuckle from the cable holding it, and the museum just starts floating off way above. We cut to the air support. Air support. You were raising your hand.
The museum.
Yeah,
because I've been waiting for this. Can I catch the museum?
You absolutely can. Question is not whether or not you can catch the museum. You absolutely can catch the museum. We've established you're very good at what you do. What I need from you is a skulk roll to basically see if you have been able to avoid, people noticing that you're skulking about. This has a -2 because of your wanted level. So -2 dice.
Okay, that means I'm rolling 0 dice. So
Well,
I'll help. I'll assist.
hang on. Actually,
sorry.
yes, assist is good, but that still doesn't get us. I have a 0 in Skulk.
I have 1
so
in Skulk, so we can flip it.
yeah, you can have someone else take the
I
lead. That's
was
absolutely
gonna
fine.
ask Chirag for a bargain.
I can still give you a bargain.
You could also use a gambit if you were need.
Okay,
You
hang
can also
on.
use
Yeah.
gambits. You get all of that.
Okay,
So
so Rachel, do you want to take the lead?
Yeah, so
on
I'm starting at
closer?
2, down to 0. If you assist, that's 1, and then I'll get another 1 from whatever this bargain is,
And then should we spend a I think we should spend a gambit.
and then
here.
spend a gambit.
So
Okay,
So that's back
so
up
it's
to
3
4.
dice.
Wait,
so
3.
you do want a devil's bargain,
Yes,
please.
please,
or you
Devil.
don't? Sure.
We do.
Okay. Who's making the roll? Is it Siri or Taylor? Sorry, Siri or
Siri.
Matt? You're doing it. Okay, sure. This is a very stressful situation. You've kind of engaged with the way a little bit, and you really want to be stealthy. I'm going to say, in your desire to be stealthy, the shadow element of your tentacles starts to spread a little bit. So there's a more shadowy, twisted element of the way that's going to be present in the scene as you try and like pull on the stealth element. You accept?
Absolutely, I'm ready.
Sweet.
Ooh.
Yeah. Give me the 4 dice. Give me the 4 dice roll.
I think it's 3, but yeah.
Oh, did I get a maths wrong? Okay.
Okay, 2 5s and a 2.
Great. We
5
take those 2 5s. Yes. That is okay. This was risky. So you absolutely do it. You're able to like you send down, and you're able to like hide in a garage before anyone really noticed you, because most of the ships are like paying attention down below, down below. However, as you are going in, trying to like get the ship, something you do, your cable is aimed to like grab the museum. However, the buildings around you start to like twist and turn like in a weird kind of way, almost like they are plant-like. No, not plant-like, rubbery, like tentacles. Like the buildings are shifting into like weird shadowy tentacles. Like you can feel this way element is kind of like messing with reality to an extent as you're like going in. Like that is like this energy that you're putting out in this world. Probably be fine. Probably fine. Nothing to worry about. It'll be fine. But yes, you're able to get that, and there are no immediate, air support. Security immediately chasing you guys down in the sky. You are currently, the sky is just you and the museum, which is free falling. Going to need someone to roll to grab the museum.
I roll to grab the museum.
All right, we roll to grab the museum. This would probably be not what's it called? Helm would do it, as would Scrap. Scrap would also
I
do it.
assist.
Would Rig do it? Hang on. Would Rig do
Huh?
it? Because I've
Rig,
created a grappling gun.
normally no, but because JJ helped build it, Rig does work.
Fantastic. I won't need it. I won't need an assist. That's
Oh.
fine.
Yeah,
Ooh, them's big
that's
words.
absolutely fine.
Mm.
This is risky. So you're about to roll to try and grab onto with your grappling hook with the rig roll on the ship. What do you get? With the museum.
My highest was a 5.
All right, with a 5, you are able to latch on immediately. Grab onto it. It's hooked onto it. The museum again opens up, and you see 2 guards notice the ship, and they start pulling a large futuristic howitzer, like the kind of artillery cannon, and aiming it straight at the ship, and begin to start firing. The ship is going to take 2 harm unless anyone who's piloting wants to roll to resist.
I will roll to resist. It's my lowest thing, isn't it?
Yeah, but you get to roll. Yeah, basically, if you roll to resist, you can reduce the damage the ship's going to take, but you may take stress instead.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so
Okay.
it's just
In this case,
just
this
one
would
die.
be prowess.
Oh, 2 die. Well, yeah, okay. Wait, do I get the 1 base
Yeah.
die, or is it just 1?
It is 1 for every skill you have under prowess.
Okay, so that's 2. Fantastic. Love that for
Mhm.
me. I got a 4 and a 5.
Sweet. That means you're able to duck and dodge. The ship only takes like superficial paint job damage, and you take 1 point of stress.
I just painted that.
Yeah. You see, JJ is equally annoyed, as is Slice. So you're able to like do it, and there are people shooting at you right now. Down below, Bucky is holding on to the. I think, yeah, Bucky's still holding on to the museum. As he's,
Yes.
like,
Can I
swinging
find a
from the
way
thing.
in? Like, as I'm
Yes,
like
you can.
hanging off this swinging multi kind of lateral building, can I try and get inside? Because I probably can't fight this guard one-on-one. If I can get inside.
Oh, that guard flew off.
Oh, great.
You're by yourself.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna go inside the museum.
Yeah, absolutely. You can go into the hole that he left open, opening it up, go into the museum. Now the museum is of course twisting and turning, so it's difficult to like find an accurate way to like figure out how everything is. You do get I'm giving you a +1 to basically navigate, because you did get all that information pulled from last adventure. So you have a +1 to like navigate this strange twisting maze. To actually navigate, this would be
Scramble?
either study or scramble. Yeah, either of those would work, because I don't
Cool.
think you're like hacking to find things out. So
No. I'm following the internal signage for the gift shop.
yes, gift shop
To
is
try,
very important,
because yes, we did come here for the tree, but also I wouldn't. I know that there's a child in danger.
Yeah.
5.
Okay. With a 5, I'm gonna say it's risky just because this whole thing is crazy. You can see, reach the gift shop, and you see Su Young. He's right there. He is he's nervously eating a pack of quavers as he is being held at gunpoint. There's like 2 other powered armor guys, as well as a large, richly as well as a large elephant man, bigger than Mr. Fanti, who is missing one of his tusks. Like half of it is gone, and the other one is like got a gold bit on top. He's like he's dressed like a businessman, but he has that aura with scars of like a warrior or pirate. As he's like glaring at everyone, it's like, why is this? Yeah, what the hell is going on? What the hell is going on here? What is with these stupid truckers? And it's like, I don't think it's the truckers. We have been kidnapped by flying shit. What in the world is going on? You don't think they've noticed you yet, but Su Young is in a very dangerous position. Like, HCE and the rest are gonna get me, right? Because HCE always keeps his promises and makes eggs and pancakes that might be seducing my dad. I don't know.
So in a flashback,
Yeah.
we flash back to simpler times when Bucky is meditating in his room, and there's a kind of like an sci-fi incense dispenser that works like, those like bug spray things that you put in a house, and you kind of you leave the house and it fills up the whole thing. And he pulls out a similar thing, but you can see that it's been tampered with. I think he probably got Mandy to help with this, and he's filled it with a strong sedative.
Ooh, fair enough.
And I'd like to just kind of open it and roll it into the room.
Yeah, this flashback cost 1 stress, because it is that little bit of like, you prepared a sedative when you weren't planning to do it. Like, if you spent a stress point, you did. That's the power of flashbacks. It's all going according to plan.
I think the stress point is the fact that he made this because he was intending to use it on himself.
Yeah.
Product.
I keep wasting my drugs on other people. Sure. In that case, what's it called? You can give me a doctor roll for this.
Cool.
Yeah, this works as doctor. This is what's it called? This is desperate because there's a few of them. I'm prepared, and there's a chance that their powered armor can the big guy isn't wearing powered armor, but there's a chance powered armor the other guys can kind of filter this. So that's why this is
Sure.
desperate.
We've got 2 gambits, yeah? Is it okay if I
Yes,
use one for Su Young's sake?
Of course.
Okay. So I'm up to 4 dice. We think that's pretty safe.
Mhm.
No, 3 dice. Sorry. We're doing doctor, yeah?
Doctor.
3.
Can I help from my driving position in any way?
Sure, absolutely. Tell me how you help out.
I don't know if because I'm still controlling the ship that's propelling this forward, so I don't really know if I can help.
Well,
in this
I mean,
way.
one thing you could do is, for example, send Su, because you have Su Young's number. You could phone Su Young and give him a heads up.
Yeah,
hey,
tell
I'm
him to
so
hold
lucky.
his breath or
Yes.
something.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, I'll do that. Absolutely. And give myself
Okay.
a stress.
Spend a stress point, so
Yeah.
that means you're rolling 4 dice, I think, Bucky.
Okay. 3 6s.
We take those. So
That is the safest kid in the galaxy.
That's the second time you've done that. Incredible.
I got 2 the other time. Ruben got 3. Yeah. We've
Just the
been
same sesh.
making
It's
it rain crits.
the most
Yeah.
important roles:
So,
seduction and saving kids.
Exactly. The dice tell a story. Su Young looks at this phone, quickly puts away, and the person was like, "Hey, what's he saying?" And then he's like, "What are you saying?" And then the powered armor guys getting take off their helmets. It's like, "What are you trying to say?" And then the incense comes in, and then it's like, excellent sound effects. 3 of them go out. Su Young covers his nose guys, it was good name.
I love his
Come on.
humor.
Your
No time to
Honor, I
talk.
love
Let's go.
him.
Yeah.
I've got my jacket over my spiracles actually. The insect breathing holes are actually along the side of their body. And yeah, I scoop him up in one of my mantis arms and scuttle away to try and find the tree.
Yeah. Hold on, I found this. And as you see, it is a shifting map of the museum.
Ah, you are such a good boy.
She didn't do anything to my dad, right? That was just a joke, right?
Sure.
We cut to actually, Ishi, you did a great thing there. Our ship to ship, you're being fired on by people with howitzers. What are you up to? How are you dealing with this situation?
I want to make sure that I'm flying in the right direction, right? That I'm not just dodging and then getting stuck somewhere.
Yeah, you can go in that direction. I'll say the truck has hover thing. You're not as fast as a spaceship, so you're quite slow, unless you're on the subsequent.
I actually have a thing on my character sheet that says while on board a ship, you may damage a ship system you have access to in order to gain +1d or +1 effect to a roll. So I want to just kind of on the fly make this thing go fast.
Absolutely, you can boost it to give it the right effect. So this ship violates the warranty, but you're able to go keep up.
I have to sacrifice a system, so I think I'm going to
Brakes.
give up in space. The greatest idea. No, the air conditioning.
Yeah, sir.
My comfort.
Yeah.
Sweat just coming out the bottom of the helmet.
Okay. So this truck is just going 40 degrees as you're going in at high speed, breaking the AC to catch up. As you can see, there's howitzer coming in, shooting your friends in the ship. What do you want to do, HC?
Okay, so I want to.
Also, reality shifting a little bit. Buildings are tossing. It's not important.
Could I, trailing the museum behind me, could I whack the howitzers with the museum to like skirt close enough so that the museum itself, we don't crash, but we just like bonk, bonk, bonk with a
You can
building.
try. Absolutely. You can absolutely try that. That is that's helm or scrap.
I'd love to roll helm for this.
Sweet. This is let's go. It's risk. It's desperate. I'll give it desperate. Let's go.
Okay, so I've got +1 effect. I also have potency on all speed related rolls.
Agree.
What does potency mean?
I think that increases effect as well.
Okay, so just great effect. I am going to roll 4d6. I am not going to spend a gamut.
You're rolling 46 dice.
Yeah, fun on helm. That's maxed out.
Can we
Yeah.
can we all assist and bump it up to 50?
Hey.
Keep them coming. Keep them coming.
No. One of you can.
Actually, is there a devil's bargain on the table?
Let's see. Devil's bargain would be essentially what's it called? For better or worse, Su Young's parents have managed to contact the security corps. Security corps. So they would be coming. To potentially help or hinder, but also you're wanted by by food company. So that is the devil's bargain.
Yeah. Being chased is better than being shot at, so I'll take that.
Okay. So that means, regardless what happens, security corps are coming.
For the team. Okay, I'm rolling 5d6.
5d6.
It's all going wrong. My highest is a. Hold on,
Dice on the floor count as a 7.
Okay, my highest is just a 5.
Okay, and it's justified. Sure. You are okay with a desperate. You do it. Okay, sure. Go in and you come in swinging. Send the howitzer and the people in it just like flying out. It's like send them out of the museum, out of them flying. They're like and they're like smashed right into one of the shifting buildings, and they just kind of merge with them. And then the shadowy building just like goes over, grabs the howitzer, and the building starts to move. Starts like scuttling up another building as the building starts turning into a shadowy, weird space dragon with a howitzer for a head, and it's starting to fly after you. Also, space cops are here. All of those things are chasing after you. And like, actually, space security looks at that and they're like, "We're not paid enough for this." Some of them retreat. Some of them are like, "We're not paid enough for this." It says in our contract we can choose not to engage with space dragons. That is a right we have. I'm so glad the union fought for that.
Yeah, the only union is
The
the police
union's
union.
already in effect.
The space cops have a
Well,
union.
it's a cop union, so it's not a real union.
The reunion.
Yeah.
Exactly. Away. So yeah, you are driving. Taylor. Sorry, Taylor's not here. Mandy, Siri, you're in the ship. Siri, you sense a twisted version of the wave, very much like the shadow creature, is chasing after you as this bit of warped reality has kind of come sentient. It has become aggressive. It's got a howitzer for a nose. It's chasing after you. It feels wrong, and yet, with your new enlightened way, is wrong and not right? Is it not just two sides of reality? Who really understands it? Flowey seems excited. Meanwhile, Mandy, you're driving this thing. You're being chased. You're not connected to the way. What are you two up to? What do you two want to do?
Okay, so I want to. This dragon, would you say it's like sentient? Like, does it have a mind?
It might. Do you want to
Okay,
reach
so
out and see what's there?
first thing I'm going to do is attune to the dragon, attune to that weird part of the way.
Sure. I'll tell you straight up, much like the planet way below, full of hate. Full of hate. But also brand new. It might be able to think, what do you want to do through attuning? What do you want to gain information? Do you want to like manipulate it? What would you like to do?
I want to understand what it wants, because a psychic dragon inherently has no reason to be shooting at us, right? So
That's true. That is fair. So in
yeah,
that
I
case,
want to know, is it afraid?
Sure. In that case, a tune is desperate. A study is risky.
I'm going to attune, because I
Okay.
start with 4 die for that, and then I'm going to push myself.
Okay.
I don't think I need a devil's bargain.
Okay.
Let's go. Talk to that space dragon.
1-6.
Sweet. You sense it is after you, not necessarily out of bite. It just hates the world and doesn't specifically hate you. You feel it's chasing after the ship. Specifically, it's chasing after you because it feels like a connection to the shadowy tentacle, and you feel like it wants it, like almost like it wants to become stronger, more real in this reality, and you feel like it wants that to eat that either you or at least that part of you, so it can become more permanent, because it feels very temporary. But it feels like if it takes that real, it can become real, as opposed to this
Okay.
twisted shadow nightmare. So
Okay.
that's
If I touch, like, I'm guessing there's some fruit around. If I touch an orange with my shadowy tentacle, what happens?
pick up the orange. Orange starts to scream.
Oh, okay.
Will you keep it down back there? I'm driving.
Okay. All right. I guess it's time to lose a tentacle.
But you have so few of those to spare.
Yeah, I know. Where am I going to get another one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, oh gosh, I don't have our lines and veils in front of me.
I was literally just looking up our lines and veils to see what self-mutilation
What is the
was.
safe way for me
Yeah.
to lose this tentacle?
Hang on.
Hi guys. We're just
Self-harm,
taking a pause for work.
including utility, is not a line or a veil. It is super
Okay.
clear.
Okay, so
Alright.
content warning. Potentially, a limb might come up. We're probably not going to dwell on the matter because, again, not a human limb, but something to be worried about. And
Okay,
also,
so
I really want calamari.
one of my special abilities, kinetics, allows me to propel myself briefly with superhuman speed. Do I have to propel my entire body, or can I propel just a segment?
In this case, you can propel just a segment.
Thank you very much. I would like to push myself to propel my shadowy tentacle directly into the dragon.
Are you aiming at the dragon, or are you trying to aim it elsewhere to lure it away?
Oh, that's a much better idea.
No.
Yes.
If you shoot
Go
it to
on.
the planet, then you could make it fight some of the monsters down there.
Yeah,
Think of
that's
the
what I'm
films that
doing.
would come out of that.
Yes. Okay, I'm gonna shoot it towards the planet to get it away
Okay.
from us.
Sure. This is aiming it at the thing, controlled. Aiming it somewhere else, like lure it away, risky. Aiming at the planet, desperate, because the planet is that far away. It requires a lot of way to make sure it'll go that distance, it'll go lead it where you want it to go. So where do you want to aim it?
What kind of roll is this? Because it just says use the way to throw. So is it a tune again?
Yeah, this would be a tune.
Okay. I'll do it towards the planet then. I'm in good stead with the way in general, apart from this guy,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah.
I would
Let's
say, can I take a
go.
devil's bargain? But I don't think that's a good idea. So,
I did
I've
in
put-
a space alien game.
pardon?
I did, and then the hate guy showed up.
Yeah. Okay, right. So 4 + 1 for pushing myself. Let's go. Yeah, 1-6.
Okay. You aim. Like you feel it shaking, like the shadow wants to take over, like it's trying to spread, but you're like, no, squeeze off, and then just like tearing that twisted part of you off, and just like sending it away, shooting off like a shadowy rocket straight down. Suddenly, the howitzer dragon, because that's a cool name, turns, shoots off after it. This shadowy tentacle that should break up in the void, burn on entry because you're mastered away. It heads down there at high speed, boom, boom, boom. before landing on the planet. And then the howitzer thing goes off there as well, screaming as loud as it can until it leaves the atmosphere of the sphere, and screams as it breaks down there. Thankfully, it phased through the glass, because otherwise it would have burst a hole through the sphere. We ain't got time for that. As it goes down onto the planet to fight an epic epic kaiju battles. And definitely not infect the entire planet with shadow stuff to deal with. That's the future adventure problems.
I've destroyed so many planets.
It's our
So
calling
many
card
times.
at this point.
Exactly. Flowey is fully worshipping now. Yes, bringer of shadows. Let's go.
A tiny little tentacle grows out of the one I just lost and just like.
Yeah, a very Deadpool tiny feet. We have Mandy. You are being chased by whatever's left of the security crew who were not scared off by the dragon. You've got the museum pulled up behind you. What do you want to do? You have everyone on comms. Ruben, you can get on the
how
ship.
we looking?
Sorry, was that at HCE?
Yeah, how are we
Okay.
looking?
Okay, so there was a giant hate dragon, but I think it's being taken care of. Bucky, how's you? Are you dead? Don't say yes.
Oh no, sorry, I can't be too loud. I don't know if there are any more guards around, but I've got Suyun. Say hello, Suyun.
Hi.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, so I'm on my way to the tree. Once I've got it, I'll maybe Mandy, if you could seal us off from the rest of the museum, just so that until we're safe, we won't be bothered. Or are we getting to the ship?
Stay the course, Chirag. Important question. Two questions. One question, two parts. How far away is Hopa, and how far away are the cops?
Cops are on your tail, but you got a head start on them. Hope is outside the station. You got to go quite a
We're
distance
still
to
in the
get to them.
station.
You're still in the station. You haven't left.
Oh,
How
okay.
have we not left it? Okay, right. Well, I guess I start hauling ass to get us out the station.
Okay.
Siri, I think Bucky needs help ejecting some guards. Do you think you, Sunflower, and JJ can go assist?
Hell yeah. And they make a quick Charlie's Angels formation and then go straight into the museum.
Zip line
Yeah.
down the grappling hook.
Yeah.
Sweet. You're going down into the museum. Help clear out problems. Siri, give me just a controlled scrap roll.
Yeah, maybe the scrap is that like they are throwing items from the gift shop, which is obviously at the end of the museum. They're throwing items from the gift shop out of the back to try and break the windscreens of these pursuing cop cars.
Yeah.
And to get sucked into the engines and stuff.
Wait, are you
Right,
dealing with
pushing
the
myself
cop cars, or are
again.
you dealing with the guards inside?
The guards in the museum, if
Okay.
there are any. Yeah,
Okay.
just to clear the way.
Sorry, just to clarify.
Heist is a 4.
Okay. You're able to go around and just try to spread out. There are a few gift shops at the few guards still inside who've gotten ridiculously lost, but you are kind of distracted. This is taking a lot of effort. The museum's quite big. You guys, so you can't rely on JJ or Flowey. Basically until you're out of it. You stop exploring the museum basically until the heist is over, as they're kind of distracted. You can't.
Okay.
Not the entire heist, but they're busy. Meanwhile, Bucky, you've done it. You feel it before you see it. As you can see, this glorious, beautiful tree. Describe it for us. As you can see, it's just enclosed in this quiet area behind some glass.
So in this glass bell jar, about 3 meters tall, no, sorry, 2.5 meters tall by about 2.5 meters wide, is this 2-meter kind of gnarled, twisting tree with
chrome silver bark, like high reflective, silvery bark, and like the leaves are kind of diaphanous and shimmery and gossamer like. And it looks a little bit like an olive tree. And you can see just dripping, like in frozen, almost frozen in time, like kind of tree sap amber, kind of tree sap resin dripping down a tree trunk, are these gloops of like dark resinous quine. And I freeze. I put my claw up against the glass. I found it. It's Mandy, it's beautiful.
Yeah? What's it like?
I'd seen flashes of it the one time I connected with the hive mind, but it's majestic, it's silvery, it's and you know what? It's got so much life in it. I can't wait to get it home. Fuck, how are we gonna get it onto the ship? Let's get this museum out of here.
Sounds good, boss.
Mandy, you realize getting out, currently your ship is going off and just like dangling on this like metal chain is this huge museum. So you know just getting the ship back to Hopebird, by itself would be risky. But getting it with this huge dangling thing out of the spaceship into space to the ship is a desperate move because, the chain could shatter. Anything could go wild. It's slowing you down while you're still in atmosphere. So what do you want to do?
I want to end this in a big move, if you'll let me.
Yeah.
On the comms, I tell HE to go as fast as possible. I'm on the ship by myself. I'm going to hit a button and hit my brakes at the same time. And I'm going to slingshot the museum, so it's going to drag HC's vehicle behind it and hit Hobart.
When you contact me, is there like trepidation in your voice? Can I pick up on it? No?
I'm reckless.
Okay, then I say, I love going fast, and this is why we work together. See you on the other side.
Okay.
Yeah. See you on the other side, and I slam the brakes and I eject my grappling hook, and I'm going to send them ahead of me.
Yeah. Museum sent flying. You're like pulling back at these high speeds. Ruben, HE, you weren't expecting to go this fast, but you are. This is a desperate roll, but you get +2 dice, one for speed, one for Mandy's assistance. So you already get a +2 dice to this. This is a helm roll. Can you pilot the needle, get this cube museum onto Hopebird?
Yes, I'm going to roll now. Okay.
You can do this.
This is.
You got this.
Can I spend the last gambit?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, that feels right. That feels fair.
You should. You might not have a ship anymore.
This is the last gambit.
Okay, so I'm currently at 9 out of 10 stress. Can I push myself?
No.
Yeah.
I'm going to push myself instead for you, if Chirag will let me.
Yeah.
And I'll take the 2 stress because that gets me all the way up to my max.
Okay.
So I'll spend 3 stress, 1 to assist, and 2 for you to push yourself. Because we're out of time, baby.
Out of time. We have to go fast. Only thing we know how to.
All right,
Let's go. Let's. All right. That's 76? 66?
6, I think.
I think it's 6, yeah.
Okay. Let's go. No risk. No nothing.
Reward.
Okay, and then highest is a 6. Barely.
Yes. So with that, it's an impossible way to go. It's possible to fly this on a normal ship, but you're not flying this like a ship. You're flying this like you're on top of the world's biggest board, as you just like slide, move it across with this basic truck. You know, AC doesn't work. It's you got a mask on, so even though the oxygen is like shooting out of the vacuum, you're able to get it sorted. You're like going forward. The hope bud to just whoop, and you just kind of encircles safely you and the museum into like a big warm manta ray hug. Meanwhile, down in the museum, JJ is looking like Flowey looks over and says like, "Wait, what happened to the ship?" And like JJ opens up, reveals his chest is filled with the other artifacts because Mandy had put the artifacts inside JJ ahead of time. This was in DMs. The audience didn't miss this. This is a flashback, a free one. This should cost stress, but no, because I said so. This has all the artifacts that you guys have collected all over this time, except for the Ruben's board, which AC has. AC has that board. As you can see, back on the space station, you basically kind of like see the maze kind of just a museum opens up. You get a little viewing point. You kind of see. Mandy,
Hello.
describe this traumatic event for us.
I feel bad because I can see Rachel's face, but it all happens too quickly. I hit the brakes, or at least the grappling hook. I've stopped. I've come to a hard stop, and unfortunately, the cops behind me were not prepared. And they crash into my ship, and there is an explosion.
Mhm.
And that's all you get to see, because you're on Hopebird now, and hopefully Hopebird is leaving.
So Bucky doesn't see this, but Bucky sees JJ open his chest and he sees all the artifacts, and I'm like, Mandy, what have you done? Mandy?
Static.
Siri doesn't see it, but she knows something of a great force has been lost in the way.
Get out of there, lads.
Yes. Hopebird is ready to fly. As you take over with everything you've got, this museum filled with not just your artifacts, with not just the tree, but also various other artifacts taken from other cultures, other places as well. You guys have done an incredible journey as you are heading into hyperspace. Is there anything you think before you enter? What's the last thought going through your head?
I think we're all just like kind of standing in a daze, realizing what's happened, and it just kind of. I think HE just takes their helmet off and just holds it under their shoulder and kind of stands still. It's sort of like an absent salute. That's not how it was supposed to go.
She never got to touch the hive.
But she's with us. I mean, her last action was to create such a big vibration that, it changed the world.
She was a hero.
JJ said, she was a good mom.
She was. And the hive will know. I'll make sure of that.
I'll make sure that everyone knows.
I just say the hive will know. The glass, which is like keeping the tree secure, starts to crack, and then it just shatters into pieces, and suddenly the bacteria that's in the tree that's been kept and contained comes out. And Bucky, you feel it. You feel that connection to the hive that suddenly takes you away. And as it takes you, exploring the hive, it also reaches over to JJ, who has in his chest, he has the union carving, and your mind goes back there. Your mind, and all of you, because the way has been very weird, and you also see yourself with this joining together of two people, human in arms in this beautiful ceremony, this mix of their cultures and human one together. Beautiful music is playing at this point. Some from instruments from the wings of the Kitonites there, and there you can like see in this like wonderful area. It's almost, and you can see someone who doesn't who fits with the memory, fits like they belong, even if they don't may not have been accurately there. They feel like they belong, as you can see, like near the center, down the middle area, so like where Flower Girl would kind of walk at that area. You see, uh, you see Mandy, and how does Mandy look in this memory vision?
How dare you? I didn't think that I was going to say anything else until the outro.
I mean, like that.
I know. She looks small, like a child, in like a beautiful iridescent dress.
Not overalls.
Not overalls, and in a small in a small like like a pinafore, so it's still got the like attachments here. Like still same olive skin, bee eyes, little antenna, holding a basket of flowers, just watching.
And Bucky kind of observing this, again, like not quite part of the scene, but in the scene. I'll kind of come up beside Mandy and just rest a hand on the shoulder and say, "It's beautiful." And through the connection that I now have reconnected with the galaxy-wide hive mind of chitinate minds, my first act will be to essentially sing Mandy's song, to like let every chitinate in the galaxy know what she did and why and how and what it meant, and also convey this scene as well, to show everyone the kind of the beauty of this experience of openness and coming together, and being very much chitinate, but also being close with other beings. And so it's both a story of an individual, and it's a story of community, and it's a story of communities, and it's a story of action and being and love and coming together. And it's all done through like images and sensory information, from both my perspective and from Mandy's, which kind of Bucky wasn't expecting either.
Yeah. And with that, in this strange quasi dream that's not one of your cultures, but all of your cultures, all this mixing, all of your experience together, all of you kind of like, even though if you're not kind of might be sharing your own feelings about Mandy, your own journey, how it's all been there. For maybe one time, all of you, in this one moment, says John till eternity, you belong.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, we bring an end to Star Taker, an exciting adventure. Thank you, everybody, for watching with us. Thank you for my wonderful players breaking our hearts like that. How dare you do these such things, you monsters! Definitely, Taylor. How dare you? Please say your goodbyes.
Hello,
and introduce
everyone.
yourself.
Hello, everyone. I have been Taylor Navarro. I use she, her pronouns. I am a TTRPG game designer, editor, and project manager. I am also a moderator for the UK Tabletop Industry Network, and I am the only POC moderator at the time of recording, and I'm in charge of the POC Lounge. So, if you are a creator of color out there in the UK making TTRPGs and you want a community, join the UK Tin Discord. Tag me, ask for the creative of color role, and come and join our community of POC creators.
One. Excellent stuff. Let's go to Ruben, keeping it sexy. Tell us about yourself, where people can find you.
I'm a broken husk of a person after that. Well, how dare you?
Yeah.
Don't ask me things. No, hi everyone. I'm Ruben. I played HCE in this wonderful, wonderful campaign. You can find me on social such as Blue Sky and Twitter.com under Urban Friend Den, and that's no, that's not it. You can also check out the Neoncaster stream Twitch channel where I am a frequent guest on just tabletop stuff or talk chill stuff as well. Thanks
Nice.
for crying.
Great. Excellent stuff. Here to show us the way, Rachel.
Hello. I'm Rachel, and you can find me on Twitter, Sci with Rach, or on Sci and Sorcery on Twitch, where we also make a lot of sex jokes, including the fact that we are called the Finger Blasters. So, if you want to not cry, maybe, then come along. I love you all. Why did I just do the Charlie's Angels pose? I didn't even say goodbye. I took your son with me.
It was
Okay.
on brand. It was
That's
on brand.
that's everything for me. Thank you very much.
Yes. Yeah. And with an incredible song to take us out, but unfortunately, because of copyright issues, he's not going to sing it for us right now. Khalil.
Hey, I'm Khalil Thirlaway. You can also find me on Science and Sorcery, so Sci and Sorcery on Twitter and Sci and Sorcery on Twitch. I cannot promise that we won't make you cry, but we will make a lot more sex jokes. We have a weekly campaign, and we have seasonal one-shots and charity drives, so check us out there. Also, if you like the sound of my voice, check out the Wild Crimes podcast or Our Broken Planet. Both of them are nature related and complaining about capitalism related. I also design games and do stand up and things like that. So if you check out Dr. Talks a Lot, so DR Talks a Lot on Twitter, then that's where I'll be posting about stuff, or KhalilThirlaway.com. But until then, thank you, everyone. This has been amazing.
And I've been your game master, Chirag Asnani. You can find me at Daisies as part of Daisies and Dragons. I'm one of the founders. I'm a streamer, TTRPG writer. You can find me on Twitter at Cheeky Said What, at Daisies and Dragons on all the socials. And I'm going to be sending angry letters to the EUphoria community for not letting me have an extra 45 minutes to have a proper epilogue for this kind of thing, to just let everyone get their emotions and yell at Taylor. But on the other hand,
How I think that was a really good place to start.
yeah, exactly. So thank you, EUphoria, for having us on here for your summer of sci-fi. This has been incredible, wonderful time. Thank you to my star takers. I couldn't have taken it again. You really brought such a wonderful ending. I couldn't really imagine. And you destroyed at least like 3 out of 4 planets. So congratulations on that. And with that, I will hopefully see all of you on a new adventure with EUphoria, with someone else. These are all wonderful people. Follow them everywhere. And I hope you've been enjoying the show. Take care. Finger blast.